Simon Says.
You know how it goes.
When Simon says do an action, you do an action. But you're only supposed to do an action if Simon says. Ready? Simon says, raise your right hand. Simon says, put your right hand down. Simon says, raise your left hand. Put your left hand down.
Oh, Simon didn't say. Y'all look good. Okay, Simon says, put your left hand down now. Cross your arms.
No. Simon didn't say cross your arms. You need to make sure you're listening.
Okay, Simon says, smile. Show us your teeth. You're only as valuable as you are able. Simon says, raise your right hand again. Wave.
Why are you waving? You don't know how to listen? You must not be a good listener at home. Simon says it's not time for a bathroom break. You go when Simon says. Eat when Simon says.
Leave this room when Simon says.
There's only one rule. Only do what Simon says.
Simon says only speak when you are told to speak.
Simon says, speak to your neighbor now.
Why isn't everyone speaking now? You chose to play this game, now you're choosing not to play? How dare you ruin it for everyone else?
Simon says it's still not time for a bathroom break and stop asking.
Simon says you're not listening.
People that don't listen will never be successful. You know what? They don't even care.
They don't.
Just take out a book and shut up. Read. Simon says read.
Simon says it's time to file in the hallways now, one behind the other.
Straight silent line, tight to the right. Simon says if you can't be silent, how will you hear what Simon is telling you to do?
Silence.
I said be silent. Simon said be silent.
Simon said only 20 minutes to eat your lunch and be silent.
Eat faster. Eat faster.
Simon says sit up straight and be still.
Simon says tuck in your uniform. You don't want to tuck in your uniform? Go sit in the corner.
Simon says if you can't handle this classroom, how will you handle your jail cell?
Simon says you will refer to it as Officer Simon from here on.
And Officer Simon says know your place. Officer Simon says show your teeth, boy. You're only as valuable as you are able. Officer Simon says put your hand down. We don't raise hands here. There are no questions here.
Officer Simon says you must not be a good listener at home.
At this rate, you'll not be going back home.
Officer Simon says you will speak only when you are told to speak. Officer Simon says speak to your cellmate now.
Why aren't you speaking now? You chose to play this game, now you're choosing not to play. How dare you ruin it for everyone else? Officer Simon says it's still not time for a bathroom break and stop asking. Officer Simon says you're not listening.
People that don't listen will never be successful.
Officer Simon said it's time to file in the hallways again, one behind the other.
Straight silent line, tight to the right. Officer Simon says if you can't be silent, how will you hear what Officer Simon is telling you to do?
Silence.
I said be silent. Officer Simon said be silent. Fix your uniform. Fix your face when you're talking to me. Clean your bunk, you fucking animal. Sit up straight.
I don't care if I didn't say Officer Simon said. Officer Simon said it. So sit up straight
and be still. Be still. Be still. Officer Simon says if you can't handle your jail cell, how will you handle your casket?
It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts cause I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I greet. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day.
My son wears
tight shirts. To the gym or wherever.
tight shirts.
Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Sean and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P. Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah. Check out the next single, Grown Man Wearing Skinny Jeans.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. I am here. Dr. Aaron Smith is in the building. What's popping over there?
You.
Is there a little hiss? No, you're good. You're good. You're good. What's going on? How was your night? Anything new? Anything? Your car good? Did you file?
Oh yeah. Well, this is what I did. I was gonna like go and check the cameras, and then I had to catch myself, and I was like, "Bro, what good is gonna come out of you checking these cameras?" Right. So if you see who did it, then you see them outside. You're gonna end up in a situation where you're tempted to break the law, and like you said, which I agree with, I'm not risking my freedom for anybody. So I actually did the prayer-minded thing and didn't review the cameras and went to sleep. And it was the best decision I think I could have made in that moment. I got some rest. I let the BS go. And I was like, bro, you're going to get mad when you're watching it. So then you're going to have to relive all these emotions. Then you put yourself in this position if you see the person. Then you might not get good sleep. So I'm maturing, you know. I can't just see that I'm growing. I was so immature. I think the Jay-Z line goes. So yeah, I got some good rest. I went to bed about 10 o'clock, so that's good for me.
So this show did affect you because you said you let the bullshit go.
Yeah, no, I let it go.
Wait a second. That's what you did.
Got to, man.
Miss me with that.
Hey, I like the background dancers. Their eyes, they look like they need a hit. The background dancers look like they need a hit.
Hey, Jay Black, we just had listen. Let me break it down to you. Fearless went home and said he was going to check the camera who broke on his car. He didn't realize if I check the camera and I see these people in the street, I could be risking my freedom. And he said, because now, you know, I mean, I still would have called. If you call insurance, they're going to ask you to file a police report. So you still got to file a police report. But he let it go. He said, you know what?
Wow.
He said, I'm going to sleep. He said, I'm going to let the bullshit go. That's what he said. That's what he said.
Good morning.
Let it go. Congratulations.
They didn't take anything. That's the other part, Mike.
Did they break anything to get in?
No. I think that the alarm was off the door. They ended up pulling. You know, people try door handles. They walk down the street. They try all the handles. So I've heard, right? But yes, so they found a car that was open. They dug through it. Nothing they wanted. What do I look like going through insurance? I want a lot of insurance to try to come up. That'd be insurance fraud. Get the police involved, they might end up getting mad at me or shooting me because that happens, right? So it was just no wins in that lane. So I like I said, let it go. I'm blessed that they didn't get nothing. They didn't take the car.
Just as long as they didn't damage your car, you made the absolute right decision. You did. You did.
That bullshit. Yeah, he should have looked. He a sucker. He don't like.
If I look back, I should have spun the block. ARP card spinning the block. Spin the block with gray hair.
Gray hair.
I'd have been zooming and all them.
Gray hair, filing taxes. I
had a flat screen TV in the back. They took it out the trunk.
Yeah. I had a refrigerator. I just got the refrigerator. It was in the. I know
$8,000 in cash in the glove compartment. I had
$8,000 in cash. I had a $20,000 necklace that was in there. And no, you did the right thing.
Bad karma, like we said in the last week. Bad karma.
There you go. This show is fire. I watched the replay yesterday. The parenting segment hit a nerve.
We went deep yesterday.
Thank you. That's why today we have it's Mindless Day. It's Mindless Day.
Mindless stuff, huh?
It's Mindless. There's Jay-Z the GOAT and why are pastors firing musicians on site?
Oh, hey.
They firing musicians on site.
I was thinking about sitting back on the deacon board. What's going on out here? I don't.
You know, we're gonna drop a few things. We're gonna talk about
his setup of another lie, and it's a typical setup. You don't have to be a detective. You can tell whenever he says the word rig that something is going against him, and he wants to make a law against it. That's all. I had my picture with Bill Cosby. They took that. Oh yeah, I had a picture with Bill Cosby. I had a picture with Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and Diddy. All in the same picture. It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Oh shoot! Well, yo, somebody really has that though. That should be worth some money. R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, and Diddy.
Hold on. You know what's funny? People at the job, some people, the younger people don't know what I've done for a living. So I was like, I got a picture with Diddy. And they were like, yeah, sure you do.
Yeah, picture with everybody. You come on, man.
Well, they made it seem like that was impossible, huh?
I was like this. They were like,
hold on. Go that close. I can't see that. Zoom that
no.
in.
I don't have the picture.
Okay. I'm about to say.
And then I said, well, since we want to play, here's a picture with Kanye. I was like, all right, here we go. Yeah. I just started rallying down the ones that I don't even save. Like Jay Black's better at that stuff. I just happen to have them in my phone.
So what they say when they saw the picture?
No, they was like, one of the young dudes is a huge music, like he's into music, like he's the one I made the example that he knows the second Kanye. We know the first Kanye, he knows the second Kanye. So he was just like, yo, he wanted to know what he talked about. And I never forget, I don't know if Jay Black was there because Jonesy had called out. I don't know if Jay Black was there, but me and Kanye had a conversation off the air.
I was there.
Okay, he was
That's
there.
why I said Kanye is a smart individual. He's genius. Like people didn't see that side of Ye. We had him for that whole 4 hours.
And he was nervous about the sound, the new song. He was like, "How do you like it? Because it doesn't sound like nothing else Hot 97 was playing." And it didn't. It didn't. But it popped. Make me stronger. And you need me right now. And he was like, it don't sound like nothing else. I said, no, it don't. I said, but it's dope. I was honest. It took me a second to get used to, but it's dope. Working on an intro for the Mindless.
So he's working on the intro. You got the fire intro. So Trendsetter working on the intro.
Let me add more to your plate. This would be really dope. If you can, we appreciate all these intros. The intros you have done, we appreciate every no lies detected.
It's time for action. Thanks you for joining the Takeover Legends. It's time for No Lies Detected.
Right here.
Now, if you could add some type of video to it when you send it, so when I play it, for the people who are listening in the car, most people aren't listening in the car, but we appreciate those listening in the car. But for those here,
video and audio,
well, because we're upgrading the show.
They got apps for that. They got apps, Trendsetter. You don't got to overwork yourself these days.
You ain't got to overwork yourself. Trendsetter, once again, if you can't do it, I totally understand. We appreciate every bit of free labor that you have given me.
Yeah, he do look out. But you get him in stuff with his people, his guests.
Yeah, I get you and your harem in. Look, I get
not a harem.
Get you and all 8 of the hoes. I'm playing Trendsetter.
Jay-Z is the GOAT. Yeah, we're gonna get into it.
We're gonna get into that on somebody's reason for him being the GOAT.
Jay-Z,
the pastor firing people on site. A white woman is tired, and I think this is what America is scared of. When a white woman is tired and she's tired of what she specifically talks of. This is what America is really scared. We know what they're scared of, but what they're scared of on their team is this type of transaction or this type of emotional transaction. Jay Black, how was your night? How'd everything go? What's going on?
Night. I got a Verizon. Anybody got Verizon? You got Verizon?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a hack. I got a hack for you for Verizon. You want to save $20 per line?
For Verizon?
Yes, you can save an extra $20.
Send me the hack.
I'm gonna tell you right now. All you do, you go to your Verizon app.
Yeah.
Request a phone line transfer.
Hold up, phone line.
You really ain't got to do it, but they're going to generate one, and next minute you're going to get a text message by the next day that say, "Hey, you qualify for $20 off per line, and it's going to be good for the next 12 months." And I'll be damned if it didn't work. I saw Lady Q saw this hack. And I did it. You literally just requested another phone line.
Today.
I mean, like a transfer. Like basically, they think that you're going to leave. You're really not leaving. And then, bam! I got a text message. My bill is $60 less. And I was like, "What?"
I just got my bill under $300, and I was ecstatic. If I can,
no, it's going to go even lower. Just request like you want to leave. You want a line transfer, literally, and it's going to generate it. And you ain't got to do nothing with it, obviously. But watch, it works.
Oh, a line transfer. So you're threatening to leave. I've done that over the phone. I've never thought to do that over the app because every time I do it over the phone, it works.
It
I've
worked.
done that. I've done that in relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't get yourself together, I'm letting you know. I mean, you keep acting how you're acting, but I'm thinking about. I'm looking at the front door.
Then the TikTok voice comes off. 9 months later, Your Honor.
You get a text message. No, come on over because I've been thinking about what you said. You know. Oh,
Dog, but it worked though. Real talk.
the hack.
The hack. That's a nice. Anybody with Verizon request a line transfer generator, whatever it is. Lady could walk me through it. It was the easiest thing. Literally, you just clicking it and say yes, generate it. Boom. I got
That's when you don't believe it.
You
don't believe it when it's easy, but it be true.
Yo, it was so easy because I was like, oh wait, I don't want to mess nothing up. Say no, you just generating. You ain't got to do nothing with us. All right. Literally the next morning, bam. Hey, you qualify for $20 off per line. So bam.
12 months.
For 12 months. And then the lady said after the 12 months, I can call back again. And then they'll regenerate another 12 months.
And keep doing it.
Yep. So all my Verizon people, there you go.
Kanye should have did a song with Dave East. It would have went coast to coach. Or coast to coast, you meant.
All right. Birthday girl up. All right. Kirsten, she's up.
All right.
She celebrated her birthday yesterday.
Let me see, she spelled it out for us yesterday.
Oh yeah, it's
Kirsten.
No, it's Kerr. I think it's
No,
Kerr.
she put the phonetics. She put Keer. She spelled it out.
That was Miss Clark that did that.
Yeah.
That wasn't even her.
Oh, so was she wrong? Miss Clark was
I don't
wrong?
know. I don't know. Kirsten, click the link if you want. I don't know.
Happy
I
birthday.
don't know no black Kirstens. I know black Kirstens.
All right, well, happy birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy belated birthday. Her,
I'm
Ashley,
Happy birthday to both of y'all.
Miss Parker. She had her 20-year wedding anniversary.
Yeah,
yesterday.
so for the first time I saw Miss Parker's husband. She posted. She did a post, a lovely post of their marriage, of their toast, and everything like that. And I was like, wow, that's the
You never see him. That's like Big Shirley on Martin.
Yeah, like Stacey Mitchell, her husband. Certain people you just never see.
It's like Tommy's job. It's like Tommy's
job.
That's dope.
You never see it.
So congratulations.
Oh, there she go. Kirsten.
Yeah, I told you, Kirsten.
No, that's Kirsten.
Wait, what?
No, not Kirsten. It's not
Kirsten. Kirsten.
Kirsten. She put
Kirsten. Yeah, it is Kirsten. It's Kirsten.
Oh, wait, she said correct.
Phonetics. Kirsten. Like here with a K.
Kirsten.
I don't know.
All right, Kirsten. And nice profile pic once again. I like the profile pic. Very nice.
Black love.
Black love. Miss Parker, congratulations. For 20 years is that's a bid. That's dope. That's incredible. I shouldn't have said a bid. I'm sorry. That's a lovely length of time because most people ain't hitting 20 years.
I saw LL did 40 or 45, whatever it was.
Yeah, I could do LL's 40. I could do that. Like the way he did it, I could do it too.
Oh yeah, the first 15 to 20, you kind of just
I could do that too. I could
doing it. Oh man, yeah, you can do that kind of 40. A little touring, you know, a little.
Bring Suge up here because he looked dangerous. Trendsetter, what up? What's good? What you need? What you need, homie? What's going on?
Yeah, man, I heard what you said earlier, man. I can start putting up videos with those clips.
Oh, he can do it. I knew you could do it. I said if anybody could do it, Trey could. I knew you could figure it out.
They got some 12-year-old kid that gonna put in the app and just prompt it with Chat GPT and make it a cartoon and a movie and put special effects and all that in 5 seconds.
Yes, I saw the picture on social media yesterday. Mr. and Mrs. Parker, beautiful. Black love lives. All right. So Trent,
use those apps.
So Trent, since you're here, let me just tell you, we truly appreciate everything you've done for the show, my dude. Like we really, I know you ain't got no reason to take time out except you feel like taking time out. So we appreciate you and all the jokes. We're gonna have plenty of jokes because
I appreciate y'all too, man. And I just do whatever I can to add to the show. You know what I'm saying? Oh man,
we appreciate. I gotta get back out to Dallas. I'm trying to set something up for the fall to try and get back out there. I'm actually trying to get a comedy show popping out there for next Juneteenth before we actually do because they already booked me for Juneteenth. So I want to do a comedy show probably the night before or something like that. So we got to arrange something. We got to arrange something, though. We got to make something happen. But Trent, he froze already. Thank you, Trent. All right. Froze
already.
Froze already. All right. I hope you heard me.
I'm pretty sure you heard it.
Get all the good mornings in for all the people. Get all the good mornings. Pop in the good mornings on there.
We get spoiled when you're late.
I was getting some backup clips just in
And
case.
I hope y'all noticed we started we technically started at 7:00. The actual intro started at 7:01. So show some love.
Just saying.
I know I want credit for some shit I'm supposed to do. It don't matter. I still want my credit. It started. We're trying to upgrade.
That's the lady Q said, yo, get up. Mike started the show on time.
There you go.
I was like, what? Mike at 7. I had to jump up. I'm here.
And now that you brought up Lady Q, so as I'm thinking of different topics to start doing, because it's really hard just to find clips and base the topics off of clips and stuff like that, which is cool. I'll do it. It's not a problem. I had an idea. Since relationships are always a big deal, there's always a conversation. You're either in one, you just got out of one and you're mad that you were ever in one, or you've been out of one for a long time and you're trying to figure out, why will I ever be in another one? The only two people here in-house that have an actual track record are J Black and Lady Q.
An actual relationship.
This is a marriage. Against all odds. Listen, between us, y'all, I ain't think this shit was gonna work. But still,
what? What says that? What the heck is going on? Wait a minute.
I just didn't know how to tell him, but I was like, all right, he gotta go through it. He gonna see that this ain't gonna work.
I'm a friend.
I'll be here for.
I got a whole joke. If I see one of my friends happy, no matter what my opinion is, you know what I do? I shut up. If I see they happy, even if I don't agree, I shut up. That man is happy. I shut up. When she moved in with him and he was on unemployment, I said, this shit not gonna work. But I said, let it go. Let it ride. He happy. But my point being is that we need to have Lady Q and J Black on. But at this point, J Black is not part of the show. He's a guest.
Okay.
And we need to interview them. Me, Fearless, and the rest of y'all need to interview them on questions about their relationships in general, which will obviously their reference is going to go back to their relationship. And we need them to answer these questions. Now, if they want to pass on a question, they can pass on a question.
Oh, I don't pass on no question.
We gonna have sometimes you should, but you did. But sometimes you should on this show, and you don't.
Like Snapchat, right?
Like what?
When they ask about disappearing messages on Snapchat, you should let that go.
He probably should have passed on that. But he didn't.
Should have ducked that one.
He should have ducked that one, but he didn't. But we come up here and we're gonna ask not only advice, questions on how your relationship worked. And I started working on some questions. And that will be one day we're gonna give y'all time. We're gonna give y'all time. We're gonna tell y'all the day. First of all, let me do the process that I wrote down. Do you want to do it, or do you need to confer with Lady Q to see if she wants to do it?
I ain't gotta confer with her. She rocked with me, so.
This is why I
didn't think it was gonna work. This is why I didn't think it was gonna work.
There you go. All right.
I could confer to make sure she's okay. No, she's good. She acknowledged. She be saying that the way we go back and forth all the time. She said that she acknowledged that we disagreeing.
Maybe that's your love language.
Yeah, you can call it the Q&A with Q and J.
The Q and J. Q and J. Lady Q and J.
Q&A with Q and J.
The Q&A with Q and J. All right.
If somebody, yeah, sure.
All right. So let me get to this before we get to the mindless stuff. Let me get to Donald Trump setting up another lie. Let me get the lie has been set up. You've probably seen this video because we see everything. And here is the new lie. The new lie, which is whenever he uses this word rigged, it means something's not going his way and he needs to change it. So here goes the ramble.
Mail-in ballots, you can never have a real democracy with mail-in ballots. And we, as a Republican Party, are going to do everything possible that we get rid of mail-in ballots. We're going to start with an executive order that's being written right now by the best lawyers in the country to end mail-in ballots because they're corrupt. And you know that we're the only country in the world, I believe, I may be wrong, but just about the only country in the world that uses them because of what's happened.
We're going to just cut it right there because all of that is completely false. The United States is one of many countries that uses mail-in voting, including Canada, the UK, Germany, Australia, and Switzerland. Also important to note, there's zero evidence of widespread voter fraud, and Trump has been looking. But that is how Donald Trump, the current president of the United States, who, as the New York Times reports, has himself voted through mail-in voting, chose to spend his time today in the middle of what we've been talking about, this high-stakes diplomacy, promising an executive order to address one of his longest-standing and most dangerous unfounded delusions that he didn't actually lose the 2020 presidential election.
Now, he also, on top of that, they're requesting the ballot booths. They're actually requesting them from certain states. Obviously, certain states have turned them down and stuff like that. And, you know, his good old pal Putin, he knows how to get rid of mail-in votes. Just ironically, this is coincidental. He's done this. And a lot of people have a theory that the reason why he was so chummy with Putin was because he was trying to figure out
the sauce.
How do I falsify? How do I make it that I can be like you and make everybody believe you won every election? So this is the ploy. This is one less thing that he has to control in an election, which is the mail-ins. Because the mail-ins go to the state. So that's a lot of work to manipulate every state, especially states that don't want you around. So that's just, you know, that's his lie. And then he admitted he has his high-powered lawyers that create these executive orders. And I'm sure in those meetings, a man named Stephen Miller is right in those meetings with the lawyers trying to conduct this. So just to let you know, he knows what he has to set up in order to run for his third term.
That's what he do.
Because
every time his mouth open.
He's gonna run for his third term. Now, people have put this out there. I have a T-shirt that's on the way. There's a T-shirt being sold. If he runs for his third term, that Obama's gonna run for re-election. I'm just putting TikTok news out there, and the shirts are already circulating. Now realize, if Obama would have run for a third term, the marriage is over.
So I knew you was gonna go there. I said you're gonna go with the marriage, him and Michelle. She ain't gonna allow it.
That's a lot of pressure.
It's gonna be like Rocky. She's gonna say, "Do it for the country, Barack." Yeah. I understand. You gotta do it for the country.
You know.
It's gonna be like Giselle with Tom Brady. Giselle, right then she leave him because hey, forget your
he
career
went back
over
to football. Me. He went back to football, and come to find out, she was knocking off the karate coach, the karate trainer. But hey,
when he's not kissing his son on the mouth.
When he's not kissing his son on the mouth, there's a whole nother.
Just want to throw that in there, you know.
Yeah, I got the video, the disgusting whatever. But anyway,
Putin got 87% of the vote last time.
Yeah, Putin got 80%.
Ironically, yeah.
80.
Over 80, he said 87. Wow.
Why vote?
And they do 6-year terms. That's why he's been there for like 20-some years.
Yeah.
They do 6-year terms.
So you know, he hung out with his boy, and you know, he got the info, and you know, we got all that going on. So just heads up. And I think the lady is still stuck in the house over there in Texas. I still think they got her locked up because she won't sign a permission slip. This is real life in America, y'all. This is real life.
I had a dream they started blowing people away and shooting them in their head. I had a dream that people got so tired of all the paperwork and the nonsense that they went back to Bacon's Rebellion when they burned down the capital of Virginia, when the British, you know, they destroyed the capital of the United States, when almost lost the country, or when they had all these slave resurrections and revolts. I had a dream that people had a list of people like Bill Gates and Stephen Miller and Donald Trump and just started killing them. I had a dream about it. I'm not saying nobody should do it. I'm not saying it really is going to happen. I'm just saying I had this dream that people just went crazy. And they said, you know what? People have guns right now that can shoot 5 blocks away.
Oh,
you know, they can put a bullet through your head with a scope.
I don't
so
know.
All you got to do is have your caravan and your town halls, and they got a nice list, right? It's almost like a game, and they cross off that list.
I see. I got to slow.
Keep signing papers.
You got slow Luigi down over there.
I don't want that dream to come true. I just say, imagine that. Imagine people just say, you know what? I got this rifle. I could take out 30 of them by myself. I could save the country. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. Hope that don't happen.
Yeah, that was just hey, everybody slow down. Everybody slow down.
I hope that don't happen.
Whoa.
I woke up in a cold sweat.
Slow down.
Oh, it's just a dream. It's just a dream.
It's just a dream.
Woo, like Biggie. It was all a dream.
Let's go to bullshit. No, No,
Good to see you. I woke up.
No sound effects. No.
I woke up.
All right. So there was a interview going on. Irv Gotti's brother. I don't
Chris.
know. Chris Gotti. I think this is Chris. I'm not sure.
They look alike. You know it when you see
him.
him.
One of the Gottis.
No, it's Chris Gotti.
Yeah, it was. Okay, so he spoke on Jay-Z and he gave an example we've given before, but I thought he did a good job of his reason why Jay-Z's the GOAT right here. His reason why Jay-Z's the GOAT right here. Come on, play. Come on.
I'll give you a quick story. We're Jay-Z. We're sitting there. We comes in our office. He says, yo, David Stern wants to meet me. True story. David Stern wants to meet me. We're like, for what? What the fuck he want? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is how ignorant we are back then. And we're like, what does he want? And he's like, I don't know. So he goes to meet David Stern. Why does David Stern want to meet Hove? When we did the Hard Knock Life tour, every jersey, throwback jersey from every city we was in, a throwback jersey of the NBA team. That's what he wore. You go look at the tape, that's what he wore. His next album was what? Grow up, nigga. Put the button up. Be a grown man. The button up. No more throwbacks. Sales went down over 4,000%. David Stern is saying why. He has no clue why. Someone tells him it's Jay. Now, these stories like this is countless with Jay-Z. Reebok.
Influence.
What's the Champagne? All of these. There's no one like him. The 4.0 versus the 4.6 Range Rover. Go look at the numbers. He's like, what is that? He said, they don't even come with leather? Talking about the 4.0. No one wanted the 4.0s no more. That's the power of Jay, and that's why you have to give him, in my opinion, the number one spot. And that's why I say I don't know where you put everyone else. That's how far it is.
All right, so I'll let y'all who wants to talk on this, who has an opinion before I go into my spiel.
The reason they can't sell them 4.0s, he was well aware of his power and influence and tried to tell people like Drake. That's why I never saw a runner wear so many jewels. Like, he tried to tell him when he had that opportunity to go and do his own thing in a way that Jay-Z never had. Drake contract had ended at a peak that Jay-Z might have never even seen. And Jay-Z was like, bro, you got it. The ball is in your court. You can do what he went and signed with Apple, $400 million. And Jay-Z wrote a whole nother verse about that. Like, yo, you want to be a worker. You don't want to be a boss. You don't want to make change. And now you're in debt to him. So if by chance a black swan event happens, not like us, and your career goes left, you still got to recoup. So now you're doing stake with the gambling. Now you're doing all this other streaming because now you in a $400 million deal. And anybody knows about the record company, when they give you that money, it's a loan. So if somebody gave you a $400 million deal, they're expecting something. Now the catalog might take care of about 75% of it. I'm be honest. I'm not even a Drake fan. Drake's catalog over time will take care of 75% of what's going on. But that other 25% might mean a few less houses and all that. And yeah, it's not good. So Jay-Z, and the fact that Jay-Z said when he made that song with Drake, here's how they're going to come at you. With silly rap feuds, trying to distract you. He broke down everything that was going to happen, and it happened. And then Drake was at the time saying, make a diss, I'll never respond to it. Oh, yes, you did. So you didn't follow yourself, but you should have followed Jay-Z. That's why, if you look at the Blueprint 3, the Blueprint 3 had J. Cole on it. The Blueprint 3 had Drake on it. The Blueprint 3, like all these people that ended up being the people was on the Blueprint 3. People like the Blueprint 3 wasn't important. That whole next generation, whether it's your Kanye's or your J. Cole's or your Drake's, it was all on the Blueprint 3. So Jay-Z was just like, here's the next generation. Then they're like, oh, Jay-Z's old, Jay-Z. Man, please.
So
but Drake was on the chart a lot.
Yeah.
Streaming was a thing instead of buying the actual CD.
Because he's not like us, and I'm not saying that he feels he was part of that group. He feels that he was on the same team. He felt he's not going to be treated the way others were treated. That's why he's in court now, because he's shocked that he was treated like everybody else was treated. So he thought, look at me, you guys.
Yeah, he said to Rosenberg, he said, you don't know how big I'm going to be in the Jewish community.
So that's what it is. Jay Black, before I break this down, with your thoughts on that.
My thoughts has never swayed or over all these years. Hov for me has always been that the influential. He's been number one. He's been at the top. I mean, maybe because the generation I grew up in. So growing up at that era, I'm seeing all of the albums, the education, the knowledge. He's is more to Hov, than just on the surface. Yes, he's a former drug dealer. We all know the stories, but yeah, he's number one for me. I mean, from the business to the money to the knowledge to the, changing cultures. That's Hov.
Can we say one thing though that nobody really ever says? When you say to people, "What is the best diss record ever in hip hop?" Top 3 or 4, you're gonna get Ether. You're going to get Ether as one of the best diss records of all time. Do you know what KRS-One's opponents are doing right now? Not much. The Bridge Is Over changed MC Shan's whole trajectory. Like, do you realize that? Like, these diss records end careers. Jay-Z took one of the best shots that have ever been thrown in 50 years of hip-hop, and like he said, got stronger after Ether. You got to judge a man by what he goes through. You don't tell me what Drake did when all he battled was Meek Mill when he wasn't even trying to battle. All he did was say he had ghostwriters. It wasn't even a battle. He made no song about you. Don't tell me don't put nobody in the ring and ain't take no punches. Tell me what Drake did after Not Like Us, then we can talk about what Jay-Z did after Ether. That's a comparison. Yeah. Look at Drake's career after Kendrick. Look at Jay-Z's career after Nas. Enough said.
So number one of the things that he made a big deal of was that David Stern wanted to talk to him because he dropped in Jersey sales, and he said that's the power of Jay-Z. No, that's the power of hip-hop. Hip-hop's been doing this since inception. The only thing is when hip-hop decides to use the power that it has, not for corporations and capitalism, Public Enemy gets removed. Public Enemy had a whole group of young people and X-Clan, and these folks had young people not wearing gold chains, wearing African medallions.
Yeah, that was cool to wear it then. I remember
Hip hop changed how people dressed.
Yeah, it was the scene with my Adidas where he said he held his sneaker up in the whole stadium, and then they got a call from Adidas and all that. Yep.
And when corporations and the system don't have a problem with you trying to cause a problem to their bottom line, they realize the power of hip hop, because Adidas will just be put up there. Next thing you know, they're the hottest sneaker ever again. Mm-hmm. They were never not hot to us, but they made it hot to the rest of the country.
Oh yeah.
Prime example. Why did David Stern want to talk to him? He wanted to find out what was going on. Same reason why Roger Goodell wanted to talk to Jay-Z, because he knew the person that could use his influence to stop the kneeling was Jay-Z. So it's not you, it's hip hop. And when they have somebody for hip hop that will work for them, they're all in. They're all in. All that being said, when we start making, it's the problem I have with Tyler Perry saying, I made people millionaires. No, we made you and the people who work for you millionaires. Hip hop, the forum, the platform that Jay-Z is in, is that powerful. Now, he is brilliant enough to know how to use it. Absolutely brilliant. But if we're going to go by influence, then Kanye tops everybody. Kanye does it as the villain and tops everybody. Kanye goes against the grain on everybody and changes everything. You want to talk about sneakers? He beat the GOAT of sneakers. He beat the GOAT. He beat Michael Jordan. He outsold the Jump Man. That's what Kanye did. Kanye made the clothes. He ain't just merchandised the clothes. He made the clothes that changed how people were dressing. If we're just going to go on influence, Kanye's about to release a movie. Everybody claims they hate him. He's about to release a major movie in theaters just about him. If that's what we're going to rate being the GOAT on.
But if I play Big Brother, I'm going to say that's his son.
And that was and
okay, Kanye, I couldn't do that to anybody. Like if I'm the boy that come up under you, like you, Mr. Me, I think it was Gilly the Kid. So how would Daniel's son go against Mr. Miyagi? It just looked crazy. Like
because
he out Mr. Miyagi after he shows you the glow. Right?
But you can when you find out what Mr. Miyagi was doing with the power.
He wrote Big Brother. I didn't write that. He said Jay-Z.
And then
whatever you do with that inspiration, it's still because you love Jay-Z. You signed to Rock. You want to make beats for Jay-Z.
Do you want to remove the 10 minutes he gave Jay-Z on stage?
No, you can't remove anything. I'm saying
hold up. The same way you say that, Jay-Z wrote about that. Jay-Z was upset about that. And and somebody could be your teacher, and if you find out their superpowers are being used for something that you're like, oh shit, I didn't know all this.
Well, you can critique him, but there's no Kanye without that Jay-Z influence.
But we can say there's no Kanye, but I can also say
Kanye's the one saying that.
But I can also tell you they're not. You have to detract from Jay-Z's catalog if you take Kanye out the mix.
No, we're not taking him out the mix. We're saying that if you want to talk about influence, you have to also incorporate the influence Jay-Z had on Kanye.
He had it.
If some of Kanye, Jay-Z can claim, and Jay-Z can claim all of Jay-Z. If I'm claiming all of me that I influence people, and I claim some of you because you're one of the people I influence.
Okay, so who doesn't have an influence, my friend? Who doesn't have an influence?
Kanye is saying Jay-Z has biggest influence.
And what I'm saying,
he made a song about nobody else.
He's the only, because Kanye's a genius to say, I'm gonna make a song about who influenced me. You don't think somebody influenced Jay-Z? What are we talking about?
A lot of people did. I'm saying like the people signed him.
So what's the point?
But we're not talking about the other people. The people in contention of this debate are Kanye and Jay-Z. If Jay-Z influenced Kanye, it's like a mathematical equation. Kanye didn't influence Jay-Z because he wasn't even out. Jay-Z influenced Kanye. So the likelihood that more influence is going to be on the person who influenced the other person is like mathematically.
Wait a second. Julius Erving influenced Michael Jordan. That's on interviews.
Okay.
Who's more influential? Michael Jordan.
But this isn't the same because
it's exactly the same.
Jay-Z's the Michael Jordan. Jay-Z's the one still influencing. Like Jay-Z's.
What I'm telling you, it's not because in an influential way, Kanye has topped him in every single aspect. He's topped him in every single aspect, from business to fashion. And if you want to talk about who Kanye is influenced in this game, I can argue he's top 3 of nobody else has influenced more people in this game than Kanye. Nobody.
It's like that. It's like the basketball conversation when people are like, "I'm not picking Michael Jordan because he wanted to sell shoes to Republicans and all that, and wanted to date all these white women." At some point, people do look at the person. That plays a part. Okay, he's not better at relationships. So he's not better at picking women. He's not.
Wait.
He's not better at picking relationships.
Do you really want to go into
Beyonce,
Jay-Z?
Kim K?
Wait a second. Okay. Jay-Z helped gentrify Brooklyn.
That's different than relationships. People look at who you
wait a second. You said character. Don't
I said relationships too. Who you
no. You said the person. So let's look at the person. Mm-hmm. Let's look at what happened in Brooklyn. Let's also look at what happened in the NFL. Let's look at what he did with Colin Kaepernick. Since you want to look at the person, let's look at the person.
What's bad about the NFL? I love the Not Like Us, the halftime show and all that. That would have happened without Jay-Z. People love that Kendrick show like it would have happened without Jay-Z.
Oh, wait. So that was more important than him saying we're past kneeling.
I don't think he meant anything bad toward Colin Kaepernick with that comment. I think they blew that up. That was nonsense.
Did he drop on purpose, or that was?
I don't think we're past kneeling. Meant let's do other things. It's not like he didn't do business and make efforts and donate millions and millions of dollars to all these efforts. Like they were doing other things. It's not like we're past it. Stop protesting this. We're past that. Let's do other things. Dick Gregory.
No. They wanted Jay-Z to help them get past what was going on with Colin Kaepernick.
That's what they wanted. But when Jay-Z said we're past kneeling, I don't think Jay-Z was saying don't protest.
It doesn't matter what you think he meant. That's what they wanted him to say.
His actions show different. They started donating tens of millions of dollars to all these black causes.
Right, everybody donates money. And you know what they did? They swept it all under the rug with the CTE. They moved past everything with Jay-Z's help. And they've got us conned right now. The same thing they did to Kanye, to Colin Kaepernick, is what they're doing to Shador. That's exactly what they're doing. It's the same racist treatment, and they used him to help smooth that portion out. That's just fair. Let's just be fair.
But he's not using them back. I don't like any
for his own good. For his own good.
No, that halftime show blessed a lot. That halftime show was needed. That halftime show was needed.
So you got a bunch of black players who still don't have guaranteed contracts, and he knows it. You got an organization that added games.
Do we have a better chance with Jay-Z in the room or not?
No, we don't.
I can't have to pour from one of them.
Wait, the proof.
I get rich and give back. To me, that's the win-win.
Wait a second. The proof is in the pudding. He didn't change anything of circumstance for those players. He gave it entertainment.
But look what he did in it. But if history's correct, the type of mogul and ownership that he's inspired in thousands of artists, he can do with athletes. And he got involved with sports management before he even did that stuff in the NFL. So he was working with athletes saying they're getting robbed and I want to change that. And people were signing the Rock Nation from sports because he was doing it differently.
So let's talk about the black artists who claiming they're being robbed by Tidal.
That's a good point.
Jay-Z don't own Tidal.
He did. He sold it.
Yeah.
And people got shorted their money off the sale. Let's please not act like Jay-Z's not for Jay-Z. Let's not put this narrative that Jay-Z's not for Jay-Z first.
Well, when he's in Africa giving water and doing ownership and teaching people that you only go against the people that look like you. Apple made all this money. Still, you see Steve Jobs and iPhone. Y'all ain't say shit, right? When the whole freestyle when he was like, that y'all made Apple rich and Steve Jobs the iPhone. Only one you critique is the one that look like you. Lucy, you got some explaining to do.
Okay.
He's educating, bringing consciousness about ownership and self-hatred.
And he actually, and I give him, I don't have a problem giving him credit, but don't be the hypocrite and work with the devil and help the devil at the same time and not break down the organization that's literally running these players into brain dead situations where they're killing themselves. We can't.
I work in an institution like that. I know the difference. I used to be out of school. I was in a cipher with members of the 5% Nation because I thought we was getting the real knowledge and doing the real work, and we was protesters. And the nigga looked at me and he was like, "You can't change this school by being outside. What you gonna do? Throw rocks?" And I remember being outside of school, having just had a full scholarship, and I was like, "You know what? I need to take my ass back to school. I could do more from within than I could without." Then people outside this building don't mean shit, don't do shit. Nobody cares about them in the trustee board meetings when they crunch the numbers at all. At least as a professor, I could say something.
Okay, so when he was,
I've lived both lives. I'm telling you, this one's better.
When he was in Def Jam, DMX said my worst enemy was Jay-Z when he was in Def Jam because he was gonna suppress me.
People say that about the boss all the time. Some of it's about the cost of leadership.
Doc.
Some of it is the cost of leadership.
Wait. You can't have it both ways.
If you've ever been a manager or boss, some of it is the teacher don't like me. People will put their failures on other people in leadership. That's part of being a leader. If you're a manager, they're gonna say, "Why did manager make my schedule like this?" Or like, "Yo, come to work on time."
So now
it goes both ways.
So now the person who was one of the people who saved Def Jam is telling you that this guy is gonna suppress me because of his ego. Now we're gonna discredit
DMX knows about business.
No, DMX knows about
he knows nothing about business.
Wait a second. He doesn't have to know about business. All he has to know is about his business.
He don't. Look at Bloodline Records. Who's the best artist that came from Bloodline Records? None. He was like a complete failure. They don't know business. They're just talking. Empty street niggas talking street stuff, and other guys talking real business.
So what you're saying is everybody else is wrong.
Rappers for generations have been saying the label,
and it has been the label. It has been the label.
My album flopped. It's the label.
Wait a second.
They don't like my song. It's the label.
Wait a second. It has been the label, and you know it has been the label.
Sometimes, but a lot of times, it's the artist not taking accountability for not knowing their own business, handling their own business, putting out whack products.
The same crooked contracts that the label was giving before Jay-Z got there, he was giving the same contracts while he was there. He was doing the same thing while he was there, and he was stealing people's words and not giving them credit on his own squad. On his own squad. He was jacking people's flows on his own team.
I think he was jacking flows.
Young Chris.
I don't think that changes this.
Emilio Sparks ain't get a penny.
For that hook.
For the song that was his to begin with.
Give me that gushy stuff.
And that's all Jay-Z's fault.
Who else is it? He was the boss, right?
I'm a songwriter. If I write my song, I'm gonna get my money into my business.
So let me get your philosophy. Jay-Z gets all the credit when it's him. But when people say he's done stuff, you say, "Oh, that's all him." Okay, well then when he gets the credit, I want you to say the same thing. It's not all him.
No. If you don't handle your business and you write something and if I don't sign no copyrights and people take come on, man, somebody takes my song and I didn't copyright it, I'm blaming them. You took my song, I didn't copyright.
Then don't say
it's show business, 90% business. Handle your business.
Then you got some explaining to do because you said you was trying to change it for the people. You was trying to change it for the artist.
He didn't get no writer's credit on that. He don't get no points.
He don't. Do you see where? I don't want to bring it up.
I think if you look at the back of the song, his name is on the song.
He told us.
Well, he came on here. He came on here and said that. He did say that. But now I think he said all that squared up now. He's getting his bread now. He ate all that worked out now. But at first he wasn't.
Yeah, because when you get the phone
call.
But
to think that somebody else is going to go, you need to get paid. There's something immature about that nobody wants to tell rappers because rappers want to fight and kill people. In other industries, they will check you and be like, bro, nobody's going to hold your hand and go make sure you get paid. Be a grown man in a business world and handle it. Like, do what you got to do. Don't be on the interview and talk about you not getting paid. Go learn about the business and get paid.
You do.
So when you come whining as a man, they did this to me. So what do you do about it?
You do understand that no matter what somebody says about Jay-Z, you then point the finger at the victim.
No, I said he jacked flows. I said nothing about that. I gave you that.
He took money. He jacked flows.
He didn't take nobody's money. He didn't take nobody's money. If you don't handle your business, that's you.
Oh, because he has the high power.
How much money did he take?
Oh, he has the title money. The title money that artists are sitting here going, where's the money you sold? We invested.
Got you there.
I don't know. Because he needs the money, the billionaire. I mean, maybe.
Wait. What billionaire needs the money and don't want more?
It don't sound like that's what I don't know.
Wait. So we're not gonna believe Elon was taking people's money because he got money. Why he need money? We're not gonna believe Trump is taking.
I don't think that takes his crown. I don't think any of that. He can jack flows. The title deal could be sour, and he could be a shrewd businessman that separates friendship from business when other people think they're friends. That could all be true. Because when Beanie talks about it, I do believe what Beanie's saying that he thought it was a family and it was a business. So whatever. People might say, yeah, you from the street, you should be looking out for your crew. That is all well and good. People can say what he did to Dame was wrong. I don't think that changes. If somebody says who's the most influential best rapper, it's still Jay-Z hands down with all that. And I can see all that. It doesn't shift the needle for me.
I listen, I can't say you're wrong or right. I'm just saying to say most influential, then Kanye has done everything he's done. And for you to say, well, he made a song saying that he was influenced by
It's not just a song. It's not the song. Who's the most influential rapper to Kanye, Jay-Z? So who go to your influential and say who's most influential, and they say somebody else, and it's the other person we're talking about, then it's the other person.
But if you influence somebody and they eclipse you, that is what it is.
I don't know about
if Dr. J influenced Michael Jordan and he eclipses you, the only reason Kanye isn't worth $5 billion is because he didn't care and he said, I'm going to say what I want to say.
They tried to get Mike Tyson on that on Arsenio with a Muhammad Ali. He said, no, I could never. He said, Muhammad Ali is the greatest. Y'all ain't gonna hype me up because without Muhammad Ali, there would be no me. Muhammad Ali made me. He's my hero. Y'all ain't gonna get me gassed up in this moment where I'm hot and turn against nobody that made me. Mike Tyson didn't take the bait. I see what y'all doing. Y'all like you the hottest out. You the hottest out. You eclipsed him.
You made a mistake. You made a mistake with Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson is one of the most overrated heavyweight champions in the history of boxing. So he knew better.
Don't get money.
But people were saying he was the greatest. And he was like, my hero.
You tried to get him to say that. Morning, Tyson.
Tried to get him on that type time.
But Mike Tyson didn't literally do an eclipse what Ali did.
I would like to hear what Kanye says if somebody asked him that. You think you're more important to this game than Jay-Z? I would love to hear what he says. Even in his crazy rant. I would love to hear it.
Right now,
I have. Jay-Z done talk crazy to presidents.
He's already said it. He's already said it. What do you mean? He's already said it.
I didn't hear that.
He's the most influential rapper ever.
I want to hear somebody ask him specifically about Jay-Z. I want to hear him say, yeah.
He give Hov his credit, Mike. He do.
I'm not. You're talking about a Kanye from 10, 15 years ago. A Kanye right now is telling you he's the greatest ever every single time.
Off his meds, he might be saying that. He might be
off
saying
his meds.
He said he got the tank in the house now. That whole thing is not side ever. He said he got the tank in the house.
You can say whatever. You can say whatever you want. You can make every slide, every stab.
No, I said Kanye's music and his catalog. I said the first 3-5 albums. I said all that just last month. I said all that on the air. But you asked a different question. Who's the best rapper? Who's most influential? Jay-Z.
Kanye.
But you got the best 3 albums ever in hip hop? Kanye West. Who sold the best sneaker? Kanye West. And you know the part of it that frustrates people? All these metrics that people give, people still say Jay. And that's the intangible part that people can't explain and understand. It's like, if I show you the numbers,
I got a man that seals you. I've never said Jay-Z is the best rapper ever. ever.
No, I'm saying people can't understand why people say he's the best because, like you said, the metrics don't say that.
I can tell
metrics say Drake sold the most. The metrics say Kanye did the most fashion, but people still say who's the GOAT? Jay. And everybody, wait a minute, I can't figure it out.
You keep saying people. All people don't say that.
People are mystified at why so many people put Jay-Z in a category because empirically he's not. Like you said, according to all these metrics, he eclipsed them and all this. So why would people still say Jay? That's the part that really frustrates people who aren't Jay-Z fans like that because they can't understand why if he didn't sell the most records, if he didn't sell the most clothes, if he's not making the most street, like why do y'all love Jay-Z so much? And I don't know if I can explain it either accurately, but it's always going to be that way.
I can explain it. I can explain it simply. The reason why he told Drake that is because there's a lot of similarities between Jay-Z and Drake. They're the great manipulators. They will jump on hot songs and make you act like it's their song. He's the greatest manipulator in hip hop ever. He might be one of the greatest manipulator in the music business ever. He will end your career. He will end your career behind the scenes that has nothing to do with skills. He will use influence to take you out. He will get you out the way. And if you threaten his girl, he'll get you out too. Carrie Hilson. He'll remove you too. So
I don't think people gonna look at that like a bad thing. Some people looking at that like, oh, maybe that's why, because he's like the Godfather and he's like my boss when he's moving, and don't make me do it to you, Dunny. I'm gonna kill you to answer with a sledgehammer.
A mob boss has never been good for me.
Is he jumping on people or people asking him? That's what Ash said. Like when they come to Hove, are they asking him about these people? Or he jump, oh, I'm gonna take this person.
Oh, the songs you mean? He getting on these songs or they asking? No, Jay-Z does both, yes, because he just like with the Hey Ma remix with Juvenile with Ha, he said I'm getting on it, and Cameron erased Jay-Z's verse in the studio. Yeah, so Jay-Z isn't always getting pursued, just like Drake with that so-called stimulus package. He sees the hot artist. They took that model from Jay-Z. And Meek Mill's doing it now. Meek Mill for the first time is doing very consistent features of up-and-coming artists because they're learning this method is beneficial.
I'm seeing people saying Nas, a couple people, but is Nas any of those top of those categories? Fashion?
No, yes. Best storytelling, narrator, styles greater. Yeah, I mean, you can. It's. I think LL said it best. He said it was different battleships floating in different categories. And LL made up the GOAT thing. First person to say it on hip hop was LL. LL said you can't compare the storyteller street dude to the pop MC Hammer dude. If you want to go by sales, at one point it was Vanilla Ice. So we know you can't just grab one of these statistics and be like, oh, that's it.
And we can move on from here because I gotta get to the pastor. Listen. If you think Jay-Z's number one, first of all, none of these matter. Everybody is subjective on what they believe in and what touches them in a different way. So that argument.
Ken said got a good point too.
That argument, fearless. Kanye did most of the production on Jay-Z's out. I know. That's how influential. Kanye created the soundtrack to create the status musically for him. Because somebody acknowledges and gives them flowers should not be held against what they did to create somebody.
A little more than that. A little more than acknowledgement. I got you though. I got what you said.
And we're not. And I'm just gonna remember this point. Do not say you love Brooklyn when you help gentrify it. You were a major reason. The same way David Stern and Roger Goodell used you. The same way Roger Goodell used you to get through the Colin Kaepernick. The same way he used you, and you used them too, because you went in for self. You helped the Brooklyn Nets displace that many people in Brooklyn. And the reason why Brooklyn, not saying you're the only reason, you were part of the reason why Brooklyn is what it looks like now and why you see the white faces all over the Brooklyn Bridge. So we're going to talk about the person you got. If you're going to take credit for all the good stuff, then you better acknowledge all the bad stuff and all the stuff that he did against people who were raised in Brooklyn. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Are they developing though? Are they planning to do some developing or some pulling their money together to buy some property or something? Because I tell you, I go through both sides. I go back to community. I'm like, yo, if you don't want them in here, let's do this. And everybody's like, no, we just want to complain. And being a black person that leads black people and tries to get black people to do, sometimes you be looking like, bro, do you just want to protest? Because after we talk about protests and we talk about cooperative economics, you don't want to do that. Talk about growing food, you don't want to do that. We talk about doing our own development and foreign-owned corporations, you don't want to do that. So there's a lot of people who will complain about gentrification on a porch. And I think Killer Mike just said it. He was like, Dick Gregory cursed us out. What are y'all doing? Y'all gonna march like us? The five white people don't even know each other. Just started Montessori school. They bought us some land and blah, blah, blah. Why can't we do that? Why are we sitting back just talking about what other people doing? So there is a part of Jay-Z, if you listen to his lyrics, where it's like, yo, I can't help y'all from one of y'all because y'all be sitting around talking about what I did wrong, but then y'all don't even do what y'all think is right. Go do it. It's 50 of y'all. Pull your money together. Go buy something else. Like, where's the place next to the Barclays? Where'd you preserve some property?
Okay. Well, if you're gonna make your career based on Marcy projects, I would have thought that would have been the first step to what you were gonna change. It would have been.
But if you don't, then you do it. Like, I hate people talk about other people and don't do nothing. Like, go buy it yourself too. Like, y'all can do stuff too.
But we're not talking about them. We're talking about.
But the critics of Jay-Z are a lot of times the people who sit on the armchair quarterback critics who don't do shit. They just talk about Jay-Z. And it's like, yo, go start a business. Start, at least have a business. People who know no LLC, that's like, Jay-Z don't know what he's doing. Jay-Z's a hater. DMX is there smoking and doing, like, nigga, yo, for real, bro.
And I agree. And I agree with everything you're saying, which is a subject that I think is valid. I think the point is valid. I agree with it.
Like, do some business. Business.
But that is a different topic. We were talking about most influential.
You're hating on the dude who's influential partly because of his business acumen. And you're talking about all the business deals he does. But then when you look at you and your business deals, like I said, Bloodline Records, not a single artist came out. Not a single artist.
Okay.
You sold 2 #1 albums in 1 year. What? You had the world. You did nothing with it. You got arrested 15 times and you got to
this topic isn't about what DMX did. This topic is about Jay-Z.
But that's what we're saying. We're saying Jay-Z's the best because Jay-Z didn't even have what DMX had. Jay-Z didn't have 2 #1 albums. So Jay-Z did more with less.
Everybody will grant you that Jay-Z as a businessman is intellectually amazing.
He's a businessman.
So you can't compare somebody whose strong suit is stronger in business than it is in rap. And he's one of the greatest to ever do it. That is a combination that we very rarely see.
Okay.
Very rarely see.
Okay, man.
So to try, but this is why I have a problem with having these conversations. To try and go at DMX when the man was literally living homeless and his mom and everybody in his circumstances, to try and then say he couldn't run a business. No shit, he couldn't.
So when he gives you critiques about somebody else and how to handle business, I take it with a grain of salt.
But you take it with a grain of salt, but then that's the same attitude that this society has when somebody goes through this and tries to say, this is what's happening. We can't take you seriously. You don't even know how to file your taxes.
But I don't know if it was really happening. It depends on who's saying it. When DMX starts critiquing how business is done,
credibility involved.
It could have been a better critic. I didn't say it, but yeah. I just said smoking. Rest in peace to the dog.
There's people from coming out a lot. We know. We know the treacherous. We know what.
He said to Gilly, he said it's gonna be hard for you. It's gonna be bad for you. Whatever he said. He told Gilly when he ain't signed with Rock that and they said that Gilly said he's blackballed. People finally believe him. So I'm not saying it don't happen.
So when you said the person, the influence, you have to acknowledge all that alongside it. You can't subjectively
take his crown.
You can't take this part and be like,
you're right. I can concede that.
That doesn't affect.
You're right. But I don't think he takes the crown. I don't think it doesn't change my opinion who's the best. You're right. I concede that all that did happen, but it doesn't change.
Miles said, "Nah, I'm with you, Mike." What was the DMX comment? And then let's move to the pastor thing. DMX, very talented. Met Earl Simmons, 12 years old. This picture of my mother is who he asked to give me some money. Love Earl. Used to hang out with some of the family. God bless. All right, we moved on.
My family's from Yonkers.
We had a very, very heated debate. All right, we got to move on. Clap it up. We move on. Mindless art.
Mindless debate. Jay-Z is
no politics, no nothing. Oh, I gotta sign off at 8:30 because I gotta jump on WRD. They want to ask me about the Smithsonian. Trump is saying with tell.
Oh yeah, he said he got to change it. Yeah, something about that.
No, you don't want to get into that, but I gotta talk about that at 8:30.
It's making America look bad. Slavery is making America look bad.
Slavery's a bad look.
Slavery's a bad look. We don't really want to get into all this. They were immigrants, right? They were immigrants, and They actually it was their fault. But okay, so let's get to the fun stuff. Gilly couldn't rap his way out of. All right, Billy.
And Billy J.
All right.
Billy come. Yeah, what is going on?
If Jay-Z, if you're watching, I think you're one of the greatest of all time.
Oh, you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that. Look at Michael getting himself.
You're just not my greatest. But who cares about me? You're just not. You're just not mine.
Clip that one part right there, Jay-Z. If you watch, you know you. I'm gonna clip. There we go.
Yeah. And then I'll clip the other part when I say you're not better than Rakim, you're not better than Nas, you're not better than Big Daddy K, you're not better than.
But I ain't gonna lie. When Tupac dissed him, I was so conflicted. You know, I was like the biggest Tupac fan. When I heard FJZ, I was like, oh, I never forget. I that one hurt me. The Mobb Deep was a little uncomfortable, but that Jay-Z one, I was like, nah, Jay, Pac, come on, don't do Jay like Big Willie, whatever.
And if you really want to talk about influential, some like Trendsetter sent me a list where they put Tupac as the most influential. I could see that argument, y'all. In a young life that didn't even get past 25 years, 25 years old.
Even now, overall, from tattoos, like I don't remember the rappers with all the tattoos, especially now on their stomach. Like there's at least 12 rappers right now with tattoos across their belly that way, from The Game to Lil Wayne, like not just regular basement SoundCloud rappers.
All right, so let's get to some fun stuff. Pastor filed somebody in mid church.
Fired somebody, you said?
Yeah, he fired somebody.
Wow.
Ashabu. Dr. Smith is definitely a churchgoer and a believer and somebody who's in that spirituality where that.
I'm about to get back on the deacon board. I'm about to get back active.
He's about to get back on the Ashabu. I know how serious you are about your church life. So I just want y'all. I would like to get your comments if you think this was needed, or was he right? Was he wrong? Just
Share your thoughts on this. So this pastor put it upon himself to fire the musician for not stopping this praise break. Was he in the wrong, or was the musician in the wrong? What do y'all think about this? Look at this video and let me know your thoughts. It's weird.
Amen. We gonna start right now. But Hood, we gonna start right now.
2 times.
We gonna start right now, Hood.
2 times.
Because the pastor said stop.
You hyping him up though?
No, he wanted him to stop for real.
Stop. Stop. You won't defy me? After the day, your service are no longer needed. Your services are no longer needed.
So
I'm with the pastor 1,000%. What the heck was he doing? No, decent and in order. No, the shepherd of this house. No.
That was just the pastor's ego. That's what.
It was too. I think it was both, but I'm saying as far as order. Okay, it's hard for me to talk about this.
I thought he was hyping him up, like y'all pastors be talking like that, and they want the beat to keep going.
But then he said stop. He said,
yeah. Okay. I want to share something I don't usually share. I'm share what I can. Okay. The people always talk about these secret societies, right?
Put it square up, Jay. Put it square up.
No.
Go ahead, Doc.
It's not one of them. It's not one of them. No. It's not one of them. It's not one of them. It's not one of them. Go bring me back. Look, Brady Bunch. Hey, right. Come on, man. No, but seriously, because this goes with what me and Mike were just debating earlier, and I was talking about people not doing stuff, right? For years, I was in the rebellious community. I remember the FBI was taking pictures of us when we were talking to Dead Prez, when they were there with the people who were part of the Legacy of the Move situation, right? So we're in Philadelphia at one of those kind of events, Lyrical Miracle backpack protests, and it's Stickman M1, it's me and my rap group, and we look up in the bushes and we see white people taking pictures. I mean, I'm in it, y'all, right? And I never forget, people always be like, yo, these elites and these secret societies, and they're doing all this stuff, and the secret societies and the elites, right? Years later, I'm a member of Phi Beta Sigma. I'm a Mason in Herbert E. Millen Lodge 151. And without saying too much about Prince Hall Masonry, I'm going to tell you a couple things that I can tell you, and this is why I was frustrated earlier. We start on time. Every time.
Okay.
The amount of people that need to be there to handle business are there every time. There is order every time, all the time. So the next time you hear somebody say, they try to rule the world and they try to secret societies, just know that they start their meetings on time every time. People are present and handle business, and everybody who has a role to play plays their role and doesn't interfere with anybody else's role. That's how things get done. And once you see people playing their role, not engaging in idle chatter, doing everything the right way on time, and then you go outside and some nigga half drunk that ain't never been to no meeting and ain't organized and don't listen to authority, go say, yeah, these secret societies. Nigga, shut up. Go start something on time and have some order and respect authority, and maybe you can get something done on the same level and have a counter to whatever you critiquing. And I'm telling you how I got so angry because I'm sitting there like, oh, this is the real issue. These niggas shut up and handle business and start on time and respect each other's position. That's why they get everything done. That's why they have big buildings. That's why they're able to elect and do everything they do. So me seeing both sides, trust me, I'm never going back to the stand on the corner and hate on niggas getting stuff done ever again. I had a black Republican as a grandfather who used to say, if you see somebody sleeping, give him a pillow. I would debate him for hours. You got to help everybody, Grandpa. You got to go out and help everybody. I started helping people. They started stealing from me. I started helping people. They went and bought drugs. And I went and helped people and they was right back on. I realized I can give you all my energy and you might change 1%. If I give myself energy, I can get 100% in return and inspire and help other people as a result. I went and got degrees. I went and stayed healthy. I went and started LLCs and did speaking engagements. I went and did real work. Because trying to de-niggerize a nigga is the biggest waste of time you ever going to engage in. So next time you hear people talking about what other people are doing, trust me, they're handling their business so much tighter than the nigga that's talking and critiquing. Because Gilly said it to me. I ain't even got time to hate on another nigga. I'm so busy focused on getting $1. I don't even understand how a nigga finds time to hate on another nigga. It's a different mentality. So when you hear people just critiquing that don't do nothing. So when the guy's a pastor and you get in that system and you don't understand that the pastor's at the top and what the pastor says goes because it has to run a church, not because he's better than you or smarter than you or you his son. In order for this to work, in order for this church to function and handle its business, because it is a business, somebody has to have the final say in the executive decision.
But you're saying it was intentional. He could have been caught up in the spirit.
Don't matter. It don't matter. Some mistakes.
The Holy Ghost
You didn't say I'm a blackball you and you can't go to another church. Go down the street. There's churches on every corner. It's a black community. You didn't say it would never work.
So through all that, the two things I got. Number one, there's so many rabbit holes we could have went down that I'm not going down.
But thank you, because as I said, I don't want to share too much. Yeah, I'm saying they start on time and they in order. They're decent in order.
But what I got, number one, was there has to be order in order for the service to go through. Now, some people saying he may have been in the spirit and stuff like that. I'm not saying he wasn't.
He was playing them notes being funny. You heard the timing and notes he playing. But he heard them loud and clear.
Well, number two,
times prior to that happened, and he kept going, and they wanted him going.
And that's something that musicians do. They play quietly. Musician is a universal understanding. You could just tone it down to 20% and keep playing, and the pastor will just go ahead and talk over the music. We all know how this works.
And the number two I got from it, and this is selfish. This is my Jay-Z moment. This is selfish. What I got from that rant that he just did, is that we just got at least 5 more versions of this clip.
You dumbass nigga. Stop.
We got like 5 clips.
You dumbass nigga.
We got at least 5 from that. I counted 4 off the door.
He was like, okay, that's one. That's another one.
D niggerizing, D
niggerizing. Yeah, that was
dumbass nigga. But honestly, some of the best people in our community, they went to these organizations and try to take from them, whether it's the 5% Nation, they took from the Nation of Islam, right? And they tried to bring it to the people. Clarence X was a member of the Nation of Islam. He studied supreme mathematics. They usually only did that for the members of the Nation of Islam. Clarence 13X said, no, everybody should get it. The guy in the corner, the drunk. So he brought the knowledge to the corner. People believed in that. Malachi Z. York took some of this and started, his Nuwapian Nation. People say that even Elijah Muhammad, he understood. Like, people usually say, okay, even I'm not going to do what y'all do. Y'all got a system going. Y'all got a way. Y'all all dressed. Y'all got a dress code. Y'all on point. And any army, any group that takes over and makes things happen, look at the Navy, look at the Air Force, they all got these things in common. They all have these orderly things and structures, right? Hierarchies. They all have dress codes. They all have codes of conduct, because that's the way you get things done. So when I get out, people don't have any of that. I leave it.
Saying that I think the pastor is wrong, Mike. Keep going.
Billy J said, "Pastor don't want to let the Lord have his way. Pastor needs to be fired." That doesn't warrant firing him like that in front of everyone. It could have been a an ongoing beef. It could have been.
I think that's the ego part. The ego part was the public part.
That's exactly why I said that's exactly why I have church at home. Too many rules.
Miss Clark is like, no, he's right.
So he could have played quietly. IMO, that was defiance, not Holy Spirit driven. Yeah, there's a lot of inner.
Both of them was ego. That was ego. But you know what's true though, Mike? You know how people always talk about even Machiavelli, when they talk about leadership, they say you have to crush the dissent early and publicly, or else people will think it's sweet. Mobb Deep said it this way: keep letting them small things slide, you'll be a failure. So part of the public I don't agree with. They look like it was ego driven in his case. But as a leader, when people try to play with you and try to confront you, like Nino Brown thing, right? With them walking around the table, right? Sometimes you got to make an example because other people going to think that your hand is weak and it is sweet to take the throne and the crown. And you got to let people know you swing at the king, you better hit because otherwise you're done. And that's the way you got to rule with iron fist. Because I know how people are. People will be like, oh, the pastor getting soft.
Yeah, because human beings are overrated. And when you have human beings involved in anything, there's always going to be some bad and some good. Osh said, "What happened?" All right, Osh, let me show you. Let me show you the clip so you can be. This is what happened.
What do y'all think about this? Look at this video and let me know your thoughts. It's weird.
Let's count how many.
Hey man, we gonna start right now.
That's one. We thought that could have been a hype though.
The hood. We gonna start right now.
That's two. That still could have been confusing.
We gonna start right now, hood.
Right, now we serious.
Because the pastor said stop.
That's four.
People praising.
Stop.
5. No 6.
Stop. You won't defy me? After the day, your service are no longer needed. Your services are no longer needed.
So that Ashabu, he gave him. Listen, the first 2 or 3 could be misconstrued as maybe the hype up. The fourth one, no. The fifth one was an actual stop. The 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th were actual stops. So he was at it's the deniggerizing for me. I'm putting that on a t-shirt. Dave Black asked your wife if you want to do a collabo with me so we can get.
It's the $1 million question. That's what my family. He said, how do you deniggerize a nigger without their cooperation? I was never able to answer it. You can't instill willingness in another person. If somebody wants to be ignorant and wants to live a certain life, you got to just plant a seed. And like I said, we said yesterday, dust your sandals off, keep it moving. Like you got to plant a seed and move on. Maybe later on they'll say you was right. When I got in trouble, I thought of everybody who told me the right way. I promise you, every time I got suspended, every time I got locked up, everybody who tried to help me came right to the front of my mind in that moment. The old lady who prayed for me, the brother who said I just got out for 20 years and you going the way I'm going. The second that the cuffs went on me, the whole playback was everybody that told me this was going to happen. So maybe one day they'll think about what I'm saying, but in the meantime, I got no time to try to day by day deniggerize no niggas that want to be niggas.
I guess, that's why we try and be Christ-like, and we see, listen, I'm no
Christ-like to fire somebody on the spot in front of the congregation? Like that, is that Christ-like?
I don't know, because there's the human version of humans trying to organize and trying to keep some structure. It's always a gray area, y'all. I don't know.
And ego's gonna play a part. We're in the flesh. We're in the flesh. Let's not act like everybody floating around with no halos, not like that. So yes, everybody's involved. It's embarrassed and angry.
I like it.
I mean, it's tough. It's tough.
We're gonna put that on the shirt.
No, they don't put on the shirt because Mag is gonna start buying them.
Deniggerized.
It's gonna be a black fatigue movement. They're gonna be deniggerized today.
We don't have this problem at the church. At the church, anybody can get it. We don't have this problem. Like if the band want to play, the band play. Like stop, cut that off.
You gonna defy me? That's what Billy ain't like. You gonna defy me?
Cut it off. Cut it off. I said cut it off. Stop. I said stop.
Hey.
All right. Y'all want to keep going? All right. Y'all want to keep going? All right. Y'all want to keep going? We'll keep going. Stop playing.
Deniggerized.
Stop.
Deniggerized.
Yeah, I need a shirt. I want a shirt. I want a shirt, man. You got me hyped.
I'll let the band play. Go ahead. Stop. Your services are no longer needed.
Oh man.
Services are no longer
needed. Your services are no longer needed.
Services are no longer needed. You get on. Wait, I said you gotta go. You're fired.
Welcome to the Holy.
Oh shoot. I'm asking ChatGPT who was right.
Who you find first?
Don't worry about who you
Holy Tabernacle, Grace New Life Community, Fellowship Church on a Hill. Welcome to the Holy Tabernacle, Grace New Life Community, Fellowship Church on a Hill. This is the church of anybody can get it. With your pastor, Michael Sean, and Deacon J. Black.
I'm the head Regan and A. You can play for a little bit, but I only need a few seconds. Go ahead. Let him feel a little.
He's drops. Go ahead, Trendsetter.
Let him feel a little bit. All right, now stop. Cut it off. I gotta talk. Cut it off. I got using the business.
Close the door.
Close the door. Close the door. Before you close the door, get out. Get out. Close the door behind it. Close the door behind it.
ChatGPT kind of agrees with us. It says the context is important. It says
look at ChatGPT trying to be rational.
No, but listen. It says understand the intent and context. 1. Was the instruction clear? Did the musician clearly understand that they were being told to stop?
It wasn't clear.
Stop. Check. Was the disobedience deliberate?
Stop.
It says, was it defiance? Are you going to defy me? Distracting or misunderstanding? It says, was it during worship or service? Disruptions during service carry more weight than during practice session. I don't know. He 3 for 3 wrong on ChatGPT. ChatGPT said, let him go.
Yo, how many black people are on ChatGPT? How are y'all giving this damn thing that much information that it just did a breakdown of a church?
Oh, quickly, in a moment.
I did the therapy ever since the other show last week.
Verses after that, wait. Bible. It goes into the Bible and gives all the Bible.
All right, hold on. Jay Black, what were you saying?
I did therapy with Chat. Y'all brought this up last week. I think Monty had brought it up.
Therapy with Chat.
I did.
Monty saying how you can talk to it.
Yeah. I tried it.
He also didn't refer. She also was against it. Don't do it. But go ahead. So what did they?
And it was very welcoming. It felt like it was very endearing. It spoke to me very well. It made me more comfortable to share my thoughts with it, to see what it was going to say back.
Because it's not another person.
I was having one-on-ones with
because you're not dealing with another person. That's half the problem. Your problems that you have through therapy are therapy problems that you're having with other people in your life.
I was just curious to see what it was going to say back.
What did it say?
What did you
I was trying to figure out, because I'm not emotional. I don't talk certain ways. And I asked Chat, hey, is that normal that I'm not emotional and I don't speak in certain smushy ways that people may want? And they said, no, I was absolutely 100% correct. There's a lot of people that don't do that. And this is why. And it was breaking it down. It made me feel like, yeah, I am normal.
But what was why? Why do you do that? Why did it say?
Well, I didn't, and they asked, did I want to go into deeper as to why?
He got what he wanted.
Or they can go into how to help me be able to bridge that. Because, I say stuff in jokey ways. I elaborate and I speak in a way that's comfortable for me. So me joking, saying, get out of here, big head, that's a way of me saying, what they mean, like, it was helping me.
That's why you're comfortable, because you get to stop it whenever you want to stop it.
No.
You turn it off. You turn off the whole.
Turn off the therapy whenever you want to turn it off.
Who just stop your therapy session? Who got that luxury? Be like, we done here.
You can talk to Chat. Y'all can Chat GPT.
You can stop talking to it. You unplug it. They ask a question you don't like. You're doing too much. You unplug it.
You just said, after you got what you wanted, you heard what you wanted.
I was trying to understand it. I was trying to see what it was going to say, and I was okay. It makes sense. And I like how I was talking. I play. Y'all can play with it if it's a good therapy. It could be.
No.
But why would you stop when they were going to give you the background?
Because I didn't feel comfortable.
It was probing too deep. It was getting too real.
It was, and she said that. She said that she was and she said I could go, like, she was talking to me in a way.
Oh, my motherfucking friends hate your bitches. And they're right.
All right, I'm done.
You can't stop it when it makes you uncomfortable.
I'm done.
That's the whole point.
I was just sharing.
We appreciate you for sharing, and we appreciate
when you share.
No, but even in the thing we just said, ChatGPT was balanced because ChatGPT said, although they understood the firing, ChatGPT gave all these Bible references and said the Bible don't agree with the pastor.
See, balance.
Because it restores someone gently if they fall short.
You should have stopped in the beginning.
Got what you want, right?
We got what we want.
Before we get to the Bible and the challenges, you could do they suggest you can give a suspension, right? You can give them a temporary thing, you can give them a private conversation, but they said it's your job as a leader to have a spiritual direction and manage your house and your church. They said, and it talks about how to give witness privately. So all these things, the pastor was responsible for doing that according to the Bible. They should have, if somebody's messing up and falling short, you're the pastor. So if this person is sinning, as a pastor and a spiritual leader, you're supposed to help them get restored and find their way back so that next week it doesn't happen.
Hold on, put Lady Q's comment. Don't just go over Lady. Put Lady Q's comment. And that's why you need a in-person therapist to push you past your discomfort to get to the root. The root.
Can we focus on that? It was the fact that I even
it's good. It's a good step.
We can't because you're focusing on that because it was comfortable. The exhaustion of therapy is the exhaustion of what you have to go through on the second, the third week, the third month, where they have written down so much about you, and then they see something occurring again, and then they make you go back, and then they start reflecting back on Mike. You know that's the pattern that on March 3rd you were talking about. That's the uncomfortable part. We can't give you praise for getting what you wanted out of it.
I just shared a little piece. You was talking about the chat, and I was like,
this is hard love. This is tough love, homie. I gotta give you tough love right now. I gotta give you tough love.
Good.
How you doing?
Everybody's not emotional. Everybody don't talk like that. Everybody expresses their words and their emotions differently.
You are absolutely emotional. You just do what guys do. You would rather shut down and bury the emotion. That's your version of saying I'm very emotional, and everybody knows that's the cue. When you get quiet, everybody knows there's a problem. But you don't have to convey it.
What is your next clip, sir?
Yeah, do a therapist.
That's what friends are for.
You need a clip?
Stop that music.
Stop that music right now. No. Let me listen, Trios. I gotta talk to Jay Black without you for a second. Without you for Jay, as a friend, I'm trying to tell you. Until you crack through that barrier, I was playing.
Bring it back in.
What are we doing?
Now you taking that. Well, the first step is good. Now take another step. That's good.
That's like me going to an AA meeting and they go like, no, we don't think you're that bad. I'm like, all right, enough said here. Goodbye. All right.
I'll see y'all next week.
Or somebody says, you know it's gonna be all right. All right, that's all I needed. It's gonna be all right. Back to the bar. All right, what's your clip, Jay? What's your clip?
Oh no, we need clip. All right, relationships.
Go ahead,
social media. If you're in a relationship, would you give up your social media if it was threatening your relationship? If a social media was going to cause you to break up, would you give it up? And let's see what this woman said.
Had to delete all social media accounts to save your relationship. Would you do it without no hesitation?
Able, no. Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm right with you when you're right. I'm not deleting anything, baby. I'm going to delete you before I delete those social media apps. I'm so sorry, especially in this day and age where social media plays a huge role in most people's careers. Absolutely not. Like, I'm not deleting anything. I'm so sorry.
I would like to.
So obviously the comments are coming. That's why black women are single. They're cute until they speak. They're not like. Would you give up?
They're cute until they speak. God, no.
Those are facts.
I'm just saying, like,
double down. Space. Your space partners, right? Like, you cutting both ways.
Those are facts.
Until you speak.
If you told your wife, Fearless, at the time, Doc, hey, the social media is going to ruin us, would you expect her to give it up? Was she giving it up? And like,
well, we was on some religious extremism back then, so we was both in a bag. We was different because we was wild. We waited till we got married. We first date was in church. We in a different situation.
I'm just saying, Mike.
And that's how I learned there's such thing as too much church. Because depending on the person. But
this is the problem.
Lady would give it up.
This is the problem I have with that clip. They said yes without even having a dialogue on why are you asking me? What is social media doing to the relationship? If it's about your business, can you have the conversation on how can I continue social media? How would you like it? How would it not interfere with our relationship? Listen, there are things in a relationship that you are going to have to compromise on. Like you're just going to have to compromise on. If I'm married and it's 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to have to compromise on me being out with people till 2:30, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Gotta give it up. Gotta go home. Plus, if you got young kids in the house, you gotta protect your family. That's always been wild to me. It was hard for me to work the night shift for that reason. You know, like just to be out for no reason while my family's just susceptible to whatever. Like, no, I'm gonna be there. Like when it gets late, I'm going home. Like,
I just don't understand if a relationship means something to you, and this is something that you want to do for the rest of your life. This is the partner that you have. The conversation, I need to know more. I need to know why. We need to have the uncomfortable what is it? Is the attention I'm getting? Is it the pictures? Is it the content that I'm posting? Exactly, Mike. That's what I was thinking. What was happening on social media that was the demise for the issue in a relationship. Exactly.
It's not the platform.
On both sides.
It's not the platform. I know people with no profile pic who only tap in with their close friends, who just want to see what's up with everybody. If they get pregnant, have a baby, get divorced, get married, somebody dies. They use social media and that's
K-Day says, what does social media have to do with a relationship? The person's social media is already on display beforehand. You know what type of person you're dealing with up front. You could not want business out. There's a lot of things. There are a lot of people who don't like people working certain jobs. There are a lot of people who don't. Let me tell you something. This is forever thing. It's not one-sided. It's compromise on both sides. Both sides have to compromise. Social media can lead to destruction of trust in a relationship.
Oh yeah.
It could be for
and other people act out. It's not always you. It's the people that are texting you and DMing you and sending you pictures or whatever else they're doing, or not listening when you tell them I got a boyfriend, but they still keep going. Because I heard Meek Mill say, once you respond, you did too much. You should respond to me.
It's funny. People back in the day, I'm going to take those who are under 40. I'm going to take you back in the day. People had no problem with making their house phone private and taking it out the phone book.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody
because they were like, no, everybody don't need to have access to having this number. You'd have to pay your extra $5 to take your number private and get it out the phone book.
But if it didn't affect your money or your job, Mike, would you give it up? Like, would you expect your partner?
I would assess it and think about it. I'm not saying I would say no or yes if it's ridiculous.
Some people are getting paid though. That might make a little bit of difference. If you're online making $100,000 every few months, different conversation. So we'll like I said, we'll still compromise and work it out. But if that's your primary source of income, for those people, I do understand that element. Because some of those ladies might think this is how I get my gigs while I'm on this podcast. Social media is my lifeline to making my money. Different situation.
And that talk has to be had on what is it about how I'm promoting this business? What is it about what's going on? Do I need to block people? Are there blocks that need to happen? Do I need to listen? Here's another thing. If I'm in a committed relationship, and this person is the person I'm gonna marry, and she looks down my Instagram history, and there's something that makes her uncomfortable. Like, Mike, I know that's who you were. Can you take it off? I'm going to say yes.
Oh yeah, why not?
Like sometimes you gotta just you change your behavior for the relationship. Well, the Instagram is nothing but a damn evidence of your behavior. So they might be pictures you have to take down. People can be disrespectful of your relationship because they can say things that wouldn't say them. I understand that people. I understand if a person said we are not posting our kids on social media.
Oh yeah. Weirdos out there.
Didn't Chloe Bailey or Haley Bailey, one of them said, "Don't put my kid up on there." Yeah, some people don't want them on.
I have no problem with sitting there. As much as I enjoy posting my daughters, I understand there is a dark side to posting your daughters. And I wasn't aware of how dark. Now, I haven't experienced anything poorly in that, thank God. But
if you really wanted to do it and Stacy said no, are you going to just delete it? Are you not going to do it?
If she gave me a reason, Mike, I think we shouldn't do it because of this and that, I would listen and go, all right. But we'd have to have the conversation.
But you disagree with it. you still gonna be like, what? I'm gonna do it, or you gonna, I'm gonna save my relationship.
If we're together, we're gonna have the conversation. I don't know. I know that's a bad answer, especially for the show. Fearless, you're muted. You're muted. We can't hear you.
My bad. After you put me in the green room, and I'll just jump back on when I'm done with the call. But I was gonna say I did one of those registered offenders, that the app where they just put your, and they'll show you in your area.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
My area started popping so crazy. I remember I changed my life. I thought I was in the suburbs, and there was more out there, right? So in my local area, 5-minute radius, it was like 40 hits. And I was like, you know what? Like you said, I'm not putting my daughter. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna go outside in the backyard, and I'm gonna go to the park with you, all that. Like, we're gonna make sure this is. I didn't know that it was that deep.
I was just saying, this is how they don't forget nothing in this show. I said, absolutely, just like that half-naked lady that showed
innocent. He was innocent.
I don't know how that happened. I wasn't even. Tosh, would you give up? Would you?
Nigga, please.
I was in.
Try to race something fast. You ever try to race something, and that's the one time your buttons don't work? You be like,
yo, I don't even know how that happened. But Tosh, this what
you had to delete all social media accounts to save your relationship. Would you do it without no hesitation?
Hey, boo, no. Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm right with you when you're right. I'm not deleting anything, baby. I'm going to delete you before I delete those social media apps. I'm so sorry, especially in this day and age where social media plays a huge role in most people's careers. Absolutely not. Like, I'm not deleting anything. I'm so sorry.
This is why when people say that's why there's
that deleting
my social media is going to help our relationship. Child, I would have to hit somebody.
What has happened?
Listen, Linda, what I want to say is at this point, okay, deleting social media might just save the world, okay?
If that man is asking you to delete your social media, you need to delete his butt. And drop down in our comments and let us know.
And this is what I talk about, the battle of people doing things for clickbait and pandering, and doing it because the easy way out is not the easy answer is no, I'm not good to. You have to have the conversation on what is going on. You got to have a conversation on what's happening.
Go in green room, Jay. I want to watch the program while I'm.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got to get up. You got to have the conversation. Mike ain't deleting that. One sage, one. No, I wouldn't. It wouldn't stress me that much if I made the decision to be with you and we have a conversation. And I'm like, you know what? You got a point. I've seen women get mad because their partner doesn't post them online and it causes problems. In those cases, I think it's crazy for someone to seek validation online. But that's all we do is seek validation because all we do is every time we post something, we'll go back to the post to see how many likes and views it got. We'll go check.
If it's causing that much problems, like, get rid of it. If me not posting you is that big of a deal and I'm not into that, it ain't worth it. I'll just get rid of it. It ain't worth my sanity, my safe haven, my home, the real stuff that matters. Get rid of it.
The flip side to that is every time social media ain't that damn serious. For some people, it is serious. For millions of people, it is that serious because they're making money. Him liking pics isn't a problem for me. I was messing with him. But this what I don't know. But this is what I'm saying on the flip side. On the flip side, if I delete this, and I delete my social media, when does this stop? Because the answer to everything in this relationship ain't going to be always taking something or stopping something every time you get uncomfortable. See, that's the whole you start building.
So you're going deeper with it. You're going deeper.
Yeah, like because now it's like, well, you know what else doesn't make me comfortable? So you got to watch. That's why you have to have a conversation. It can't be just a no worry, yes. Why? Explain to me why you want me to delete my social media. If she's in this conversation with those clothes on, I can see why her man might have a problem with her posting things on social media. Girl, cover up your situations. You're probably showing too much. You know, you already know what that looks like and what's been accepted. But and when people say that's why you're single, yeah, because you don't want to have a conversation. You don't want to have a conversation about anything. Relationships ain't that cut and dry on yes and no. Two people can't exist if everything is just yes and no. And one person gets to tell you, yeah, you're going to do this because you don't want to lose this relationship. It's not. That can go for a gang of things. And I see the point where we're gonna talk because I don't want you getting used to this shit. I only care about likes and views for my business. Anything else, I don't care. God bless Lady Q, but you know, some people is their whole life. It's their whole existence outside of going to work.
Yeah. That's their entertainment. That's their joy. That's their engagement. That's their that's their all of that. Sometimes you do mindless scroll, Mike. You do. I'm sure you on TikTok. You
Every
mindless.
day. I had to literally check myself how much scrolling I do. It's a dopamine hit. That's why they're selling dopamine patches now, which are supposed to be natural, but they're selling patches. That's what it ignites. If you're making money,
if it can save your relationship, get rid of it then. Like, yeah, get rid. I don't know if you would or wouldn't because you haven't said yes or no. Like,
because I don't know. You got to tell me. This is life. This is about having why. I am not your child. And even with children, this whole thing that you just do as I say doesn't work. But you're definitely not going to tell me to do something and say the relationship's going to be over if you don't do it. And me not say why. I'm not a robot. I'm not here to just.
Does it even matter if it's going to strengthen your partner? If it's going to strengthen
No, it
your
absolutely matters. I can't live my life simply trying to strengthen you. If it's a negative on my part. I can't live my life. I've seen people do it, and you live your life trying to hold somebody up, and as they keep taking things from you, You can't do this. You can't do that because it makes.
Oh, I guess he dropped. I don't know. I say get rid of it. That's what I say. It ain't that deep. But I'm not addicted to social media. And the reality is a lot of people are addicted to social media. Y'all might not admit it. Wait, a matter of fact, then Miss Clark just put the comment up at the same time I was saying it. If it's an addiction and that's addiction is affecting your relationship, then you got to choose. I just said, Mike, how some people are addicted to social media.
We all are.
No, ain't no we are. We are all nothing.
Most of us don't. Maybe not you, but most of us are. Think about the first thing you do in the morning time.
Not me.
If you scroll, people watching, if you scroll.
Now, Lady Q, that's the first thing. She wake up, tell me I'm looking for my business stuff. Whatever. You scrolling, regular scrolling.
If you drank liquor the same amount of times as you scroll, you'd be a drunk. You'd be an alcoholic.
Wow. I see what we doing here. For the people that's on social media, Mike just said, if that was equating it to alcohol, as much as you scroll, you will have an addiction.
You scroll in the morning. Let me break it down to you. You scroll in the morning. You scroll when you're bored. You scroll at work. You scroll after work. You scroll when you go out. You scroll when you're around people. You scroll when you're at dinner. You scroll at just about every situation that you're at. You'd have a problem. And they tell you to go to rehab.
Good morning, TP. Mike just said you're addicted to social media. Wow. That's a good point. You scroll more than anything. I'm a block blast guy. I play block blast when I'm bored. I just go to block. I play a game.
Yeah, I see people do that too. They play a game. And I honestly believe Jay he's not the scroll. I scroll. My average hours per day scrolling is said 7 hours. That's another job.
Miss Clark said, I'm not addicted to social media. Miss Clark, you stay on Facebook. Anytime I do go on, I see Miss Clark posting something. I don't know, Miss Clark. You might be addicted to it. I don't know. When I do go, I do see the people. Stacy, I got Stacy be promoting stuff. Mike, you are Lady Q. She stay on it. Mike, stay on it.
I stay on to the point where I'm like, this is ridiculous. There are times when I get excited when I'm like, oh, I get to chill. I ain't got nothing to do for a few hours. I'm gonna sit here and scroll. And that's what I do. That's why I have such a hard time watching the shows that I want to watch on Netflix. Because I'm always looking at the damn phone while I'm watching it.
You can't, and that's where there's a problem. When you can't watch football and you want to scroll, it's like, yo, you're bugging. It's football on.
I'm not even scrolling other football. It would be one thing if I'm trying to get more stats.
You can't even pay attention to a movie. You can't sit still for a 2-hour Netflix show without picking your phone up, and not because it's an ad on.
Shoot, Taj admitted it. Taj said I'm addicted. Taj said I'm. Taj,
Mike is right. No, that's true, Jay. Where it's easy for you.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy for some other people. You see how even their children act when their phones are taken from them. And what's her name right here? I agree. She said she's addicted. She said I'm addicted. It's right there. Hold on, I had it.
So are we just going to keep going with this addiction? y'all know y'all addicted. You're not gonna try to wean yourself down a little bit. Not the first thing you do when you wake up is look at your phone and go right to TikTok or scrolling IG and let me see what's on this reel. Oh yeah,
Doug, did you see the uproar this country made when TikTok was gonna get taken? Did you see the uproar?
Yeah, they was pissed. Scrolling on the toilet. That said she be on the toilet.
Scrolling on the toilet, chilling.
That's your office. That's your office space. But I thought it's because they wanted TikTok and the money. There's a lot of business people, business owners that use TikTok, and I get those.
Everybody don't own a business on TikTok. The majority of us don't own businesses on TikTok or Instagram. The first thing I do is listen to In Touch Daily Devotion.
Okay, so she uses it for the right reason.
Hey, I drink to relax.
Meg said, Mike is 100% right. Stacey Mitchell admitted she's addicted, and it ain't just for her business. It ain't to take over in Antigua. It ain't I'm going to the Bahamas. Like Stacey do it for a lot of work stuff, but outside of that shit, yeah, I'm addicted. Thanks for being honest, Stacey.
It's to the point where people have text conversations via their DMs because it helps them. They ain't got to get off their app. They won't even text. People will text people on their DMs because they know they'll get it faster. I'm addicted. That's not a lie. I post my son so much. I get it. Hey, first step is knowing, is admitting you have a problem. Me too, Mike. We cancel cable because what I see on my phone is on the news.
Yeah, I do go to TikTok now for my news. When there was that shooter in New York, and I said, "Oh, go to TikTok." I know that. Like TikTok do be having. You could, Like I go there for news. If something going on, it was a mass shooting. I said, "What? Oh, let me run it," because the regular news ain't gonna have it. TikTok.
How about this? One day we need to do a test, and I trust y'all. One day we need to do a test. Just go 24 hours with not scrolling.
24 hours. Oh, you ain't people. That's too much of a test for them.
24 hours.
8-hour shift. You can't tell people 24 hours. They not doing that. Ain't no way.
Dog, these phones got us so jacked up. At my job, it is customary for you to look at your phone while you're working.
Because you're bored. You need to find something productive to do. The phones is a distraction. Shouldn't even be on you. Then it go off, then you want to look at it. You look at it, then you want to respond. Like it's an addiction. Not when you're supposed to be working.
I've taken somebody's order and had my phone under the computer and like this. Let me get your last name.
That's you be crazy. Having your AirPod in or your earbud in?
No, I stopped doing that because that got too much. Because if I put that in, I did that. If I put that in, I can't function. I'll be like, oh, you wanted UPS ground overnight second day air? What you want? And I'll be like, oh, that's crazy as hell. Sometimes I'll scroll to the next one, but and get the information. You want
look what DL Hughley just posted.
This is crazy. You want signature approval on this? You want somebody to sign for it?
Jasmine Crockett just said, wait, this Texas thing is heating up.
We walk around our job showing each other stuff like this. Yo,
did you see this clip? Crazy. Yo, they was wild. Look at Sha'Carri. She pushed him, but then she gonna say she ain't did that. Y'all walking TMZ.
I don't think there's nothing in this country, including sex, that people do more in this country, no matter the race, no matter the religion, no matter what party. I don't think there's anything that Americans do more than scroll. And I don't think anybody does anything more. In my height of drinking, I still scrolled more than I drank.
Wait, are you supporting / normalizing social media addiction?
No, this is crazy. Like I know that this does something to me. It makes me unproductive. It takes away from so much time. First thing I do is tune in to Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend.
So she wake up at 7 o'clock. The first thing she do is put on YouTube.
Some exceptions.
One team. And then after that, though, Queen. But that's
just turn it off after that.
Subscribe to Michael Sean and Takeover Legends on YouTube. Go ahead.
You subscribe on YouTube. Everybody subscribe, like and subscribe on YouTube. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. People that have addictions usually can't wean themselves down. That's what makes it an addiction. They need a meeting. Maybe they can talk to chat.
Yeah, you gonna have your therapy session. She's taking shots. It's always some shadiness. Wait, where was I at with the comments?
This is what we'll do. We're gonna do one of these tests. And be honest, because I trust y'all. There's no reason for you not to be honest. We're going to be selfish. We're going to do the show. Then after the show, nobody scrolls till we come back on at 7 a.m. And the only way, Everybody, we won't scroll again till 7 a.m. the next morning. We'll go from 9 a.m. to 7 a.m. the next morning with no scrolling. I'm going to set the date so y'all can get it together that nobody is going to scroll on social media. No Facebook, no Instagram, no
You should
TikTok.
try at least just during the show. You saying during it? You can't do 24. I think during at least while we're on.
Social media. YouTube is social media.
YouTube is a show on TV. It's like a TV thing.
No, Monty watches YouTube like a TV, and it's not. It's not the same. It's scrolling.
So she just watched a bunch of random stuff on YouTube all day.
Keeps coming on, coming on.
Just random stuff.
Yes, just
it might not even be what you like. I guess it knows your algorithm, so it knows what you're into.
She'll go to one of those streamers that streams for 5 hours at a time.
Oh, like the Casanats of the world, and just listen to them talk. Yeah,
we don't need cable. We got cable because of my mom and dad. And me, I'll say me too, because I still watch sports on cable.
All right, you want to read these? I'm way behind in these comments.
Right, let's hit these comments. I hate that laugh out loud, especially when people have my number. They assume I'm on IG all day. Yes, DM me and I'll get it faster. I can go 24 hours without scrolling. Okay, we're gonna see. We're gonna do the test.
I don't believe you. I don't believe Ash. All right. Miss Clark says she accept. Okay. So that's Ash. Ash Bash said yes. Miss Clark said yes.
And understand when we get done. I'm not saying I'm gonna do this, but if I wanted to, I can.
Wait, is that playing games? That ain't playing Block Blast, because that is I think that keeps my brain sharp, because you got to be really smart to get my points on Black. Like, you got to really be critical thinking.
Yeah, so but you could be playing games without it. You could be productive without it.
No, I can be, but playing games.
You actually could be getting something done. I'm like Jay Black. I play a game online. Shopping is my addiction. So anything online.
Just turn off all your notifications, she's saying?
At Amazon, they go to the bathroom and think they sneaking. No, nobody sneaks. We know. My volume be on when I go to the bathroom. Games is my addiction. Okay. I would get rid of mine to a point. He said to a point. Yep. I'm only going to drink on the weekends. I don't even have notifications.
Yeah, I can handle it. I can handle my social media.
Trust me. I wish there was a pill that could just make me drink on the weekends. I can do it as long as it has projects to do at work. As long as
she needs something else to keep her busy.
Easy for me. It's not that serious. 24-hour phone fast. Yeah, I believe. I send my son mad reels. I send myself reels. I see a reel and I'll send it to myself. Is YouTube considered social media? Yes. That's why we can't be on nothing. We have to stop at 9 a.m. and can't be on nothing till 7 a.m. because we're selfish here, and we're gonna go on. Oh, okay. Y'all just answered. Yep. All right.
All right. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna try just duration of this show. Mike say 24 hours. I say just do it from 7 to 9, but
no, but 7 to 9, you're on. If you're on with us, you're on. YouTube is part of social media.
But to have this experience, the experiment, how else could you?
But that's easy to do while we're on the show because the dopamine is being fed. You're feeding what you need.
She said, boy, buy lost already. See, Stacey Mitchell already scrolling right now.
You know she got a problem.
She's scrolling right now. TP, what did she say?
We all gonna have a permanent hump in our backs and really bad. No, facts, sooner than later. But I don't have an addiction. Okay, TP. All right.
She's in denial.
You're in denial. Okay.
She didn't say Monday, I accept the challenge.
Don't do the show. Nah, because Monday, no, I need us to have. I'm playing. That's how I get through work. You get through work. See, Jeanette, what do you play? Wordscapes. I used to play Wordscapes. Match Masters, which I'm addicted to. 24-hour phone fast.
I got rid of cable years ago. I need my cable. I need my DVR because I can't watch like the Survivors, the Big Brothers. I need all my stuff. I need to be able to go back and watch it when I want to watch it, when I can watch it. The challenge.
I will not be participating. Y'all have
yeah, she ain't even playing the game. See, Lady could not even go. You could do it. But I guess Lady could, like, she got an order yesterday, a little Boundary. She might order a couple Boundary Matters type shirts or whatever. And so I guess for her, but you can still get by a day, even if you got an order.
The next morning you can get up and get to the orders.
Yeah. Jay Black don't ever. No, Ash, I don't believe you. I don't ever believe you, Ash.
We don't believe you, Ash.
Bash.
He's not by himself. I don't believe you. All you have to do is turn off all all notifications is not going to be that simple. My habit, my notifications is just an added bonus. It's like cruise control in my car. I'm still going to drive. I just like using my cruise control. But but I will give a break and either work or listen to music or audiobooks while I'm working. The lab is too loud to not have headphones sometimes. Got you. Just don't scroll.
Music is dope. Music is dope.
Look at Jay putting his disclaimers in. I gotta have a mind blast.
My block blast. Play the game. I'm trying to tell you, it's dope.
CP, my eyes have been poor since the 5th grade. You're not making it any better. We're not making it any better because you see my thick ass glasses, but we're not scrolling while on here. We're active, but they are people who are scrolling. Stacy Mitchell scrolls and listens and
Lady
watches.
Q scrolling. I'm sure she's listening and scrolling. Please.
Sometimes I scroll. Why you guys are talking?
How you scrolling? He said sometimes I scroll.
Dog. Sometimes I look and be like, what's this? And I'll pick it up real quick.
You can't even focus for 2 hours. That's crazy.
Why you think I let Fearless go so long? I'll be letting Fearless just go. I'm like,
go ahead, Doc. Let me go ahead.
I'm like, oh damn, this is crazy. Look at this. No, Black Power. You right.
Wait, when is it? All right, so Tosh, like, in all seriousness, when is this going to start? Like, when you want to do this fast, we're going to try it. They say they all going to try it. Well, I ain't gonna say they all say because Lady Q.
It would probably for me. It would be Wednesday.
She got to get mentally right. She got to get her mental right. So the day is Tuesday. No, the day is. Oh, you talking about next Wednesday?
Yeah, we'll give.
Oh, you give a whole week to prepare?
We'll give you a whole week to prepare. Mind games to keep my 59-year-old mind sharp. Got it, y'all. I believe me. Okay, that's all that matters. As long as you're telling the truth. I barely watch TV and don't scroll YouTube. I watch the same channels like y'all every day. Other than that, it's music. Yup. So
music is dope. Music.
You got to give up YouTube. I won't make it. I do scroll and watch. I know Auntie outside. I know. Nope. I'm enjoying being online fighting with white people.
See, and that's another thing. Keep going. Read it. Stimulate. Because I think it drains her. I think it drains her.
It does.
Lady Q fights with these white people online. They're always going to be racist.
Listen to the craziness. She says all day. Not crazy. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I don't talk to adults all day. Being home with a toddler and a 13-year-old that is currently embarrassed by my existence. You got a echo going on, Fearless. Whatever you put.
Background sound like you got the radio still on or something. Yeah, but I think that's draining mentally. Like she goes on these sites. Of course, these white people are wrong, and she calls them out on it in a professional manner. She's not name calling until they name call. But I think that's draining. Like that's really draining. I mean, you enlighten some people. So every now and then she gets some white people that'll be like, okay, yeah, I am listening to understand, and she can have her legit back and forth. But the majority of these people are trolls, and it's just draining.
Or bots. That's what I fear. Don't be talking to a bot all day with your energy, and it's not even a real person.
And let me tell you why social
media. Unless it's a therapist.
Let me tell you, unless it's a therapist. Let me tell you why social media had us. We were losing once it came on. We were going to lose. We realized that our lives, a lot of our lives, are so robotic. We wake up, we do the same thing in the house, we go to work for 8 hours, we come home, we sit down, we have no interaction with human beings other than the time at work and the people. If you have people who live with you, you do the same shit and you go to sleep. You don't interact with people on a regular basis anymore. We're not used. If somebody told you as an adult, except social media. If
somebody, like you said, Mike, we're not even interacting with nature either. Sometimes
we're not taking walks. We're not going places just to go. We're not sitting somewhere and interacting with people. We don't have organizations we join. We don't join groups. And if you're a parent, your whole existence is it might even be worse for a stay-at-home mom because your whole existence is to cater to these kids. To what they do, the extracurricular activities, when they get home, what they have to take care of, how you got to get them ready for the next day. And before you know it, it's time to go to sleep. So with this is why they had us set up. This is so convenient just to get to escape. No matter how busy you are, you can get an escape and you can escape and you can escape. That's all it is. This whole life is based on escaping life.
It's the simulation.
Playing games is okay, Tosh. Tosh says she's good for next week. Candy Crush is okay. That's a game. That's not social media. We starting off slow. We're just y'all gonna boycott social media, not boycott, but fast for 24 hours. So the date is next Wednesday. Mike got it planned out next Wednesday.
Hey.
What, Doc, you gonna give up social media for 24 hours?
I pray on it.
He said I pray on it. I talk to the ancestors. I see what's going on. What?
And listen, I'm not one of the people who yearn for back in the day, because I know when you yearn for back in the day, you only think of the good stuff. You don't think of all the craziness. Every time I think, would I go back to my 8-year-old self? And I go like, yeah, because I would do this. But then I got to realize the environment I was in at 8 years old and what I have to deal with. But I will say one thing about this, because we had so limited escapes, we had to literally interact with people
and create our escapes
and create our new escape. So I was in
and tree houses and all that. Yeah.
So the reason why I played baseball most of my life, that was my activity. The reason why I met all these kids, the reason why I got to understand that I was funny, because I was around all these other people for hours and hours at a time voluntarily.
Read that though, Mike, because she admitted that I was right.
Honestly, social media is how I learn a lot. I research and go down rabbit holes of knowledge. It does drain me sometimes, but it's more stimulating than draining for me. And you sound the way I sound. Go put it back. You sound like one of the things I would say at AA meetings. What am I going to do with this? I know it drains me and affects me, but it also is my escape to enjoy stuff. I couldn't enjoy anything without it. Try and go to dinner. Let's just say that you have communication with your kids. Try and go to dinner and leave your cell phones at home. Just you
leave them home.
Leave them home.
Like, not even bring it with you. Just leave it at home.
It's an emergency. I leave it in the trunk.
Here's an excuse.
Leave them home.
What about leaving it in the car? Can we
leave
leave it in the car?
home, and all you have is let's just say this. All you have is a beeper that has text messages on it. That's all you have. So if your mom is watching the kids or somebody's mom is watching the kids, they can reach you immediately.
I need a flood warning and emergency alert.
Oh, you need alert to go flood warning. Ain't no rain outside.
I need all that.
Might be a hurricane coming.
That's what happened in Texas. It was swept away while we eat this.
Could be active shooter in the area or something.
Yeah.
And you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot on social media. That's how they get you all the time. They always give you the good side of it. You can learn a lot.
I'm not going to say you learn more on TikTok than most of these college classes because I'm here on campus, but it's been said that you can learn a lot. I'll leave it at that. You can learn a lot online. I ain't going to say you learn more than you go through classes. If you lying, come out sound like Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, I got to play that Nick Fuentes clip tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I'll be ready. Please do.
Because it's interesting how I say you might despise that person, but you know what? If you want to go in on your own, go get it.
Well, did we have that conversation on the air about Candace Owens?
Yeah,
remember when Kamari was here? I was like, yo, as long as she's hitting Israel and hitting them, I'm not her friend, but I had to strategically, she's the main one airing stuff out and fighting certain people. Go.
If I hate you, and there's a 6'4", 250-pound guy, and you're the guy next to me who's 6'4", 270 pounds, and we hate each other, but you want to go fight him, go get it.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Exactly. Me and my son have left it in the car. We have done that. That's a good.
So they left the stuff. They went to dinner. They went out to eat, and they left the phones in the car intentionally to enjoy themselves in their company, to talk about how was your day, what's going on in your world, what happened at school. That's
important.
Go ahead, Tosh. When was the last time y'all did that? No, that don't happen.
I've never done it.
That's a revolution in itself. Sitting around it, and they said statistics show that the time spent eating has went down exponentially. Even for those who do gather, it used to be like an hour and a half. Remember, mom was still cooking. You'd be sitting down and almost ready. It used to be like an hour and a half. Like Jay just said, how's your day? All that. Now I think it's like 25 to 30 minutes at the most.
Yeah.
People come to eat and go back to doing their devices for the most part.
I got a long lunch with my daughters. We do talk. Akela sets the tone. Akela always go, what are we talking about today? And we talk, but guess what? That we eat, we talk, we are out in like 20 to 30 minutes.
That's the new way. Yeah. Nobody's sitting around for an hour and a half eating no more. Unless they had a fancy restaurant with a lot of.
It's sad that Stacey is admitting, which thank you, Stacey. She's saying 2 hours away from her phone is a lot. Do we realize the power in that comment? That's crazy to me, right?
No, that's the first step. Mike said, admit it, right?
But I've been trying to tell y'all, and when I say things like this, I'm gonna tell you what Jay. I'm gonna say what you say. It's technology, Jay. You just gotta let it happen. There's nothing you can do about it.
No, but you don't need technology for all day. You went without it before.
We got some fasting. We do need. I don't fast enough from technology.
Technology has nothing to do with your addiction to wanting to scroll, to feel like you're missing out on. Like, what is it? You feel like you're missing out on something.
Yeah, it's gonna be there when you get there anyway.
This is your connection to the world. Whatever happens in the world comes on your phone.
Have you ever left your phone at home by mistake and went
I
back
drove right back?
Oh, you making me anxious just saying that.
I drove right back.
I was doing the Macarena.
No, I called Lady Q at work and you had to get like, yo, I left my phone. I forgot at the crib. You need me? Just call me at the. Like that's how I used to. If you need me, it's an emergency. Call me at the gig.
I've been looking for my phone.
I said I'm going back. I don't care how late I'm going back.
I've been looking for my phone with my phone in my hand or my phone in my pocket. I've done that. That's how bad it is. Like a real drug addict. Looking around all crazy and looking at my hand like, oh.
That's crazy. Yo, y'all not y'all
running out of the house like where's my phone?
Oh, listen, when they give you technology, when they give you TV, when they gave people TVs, they didn't know that they were gonna wind up being addicted to TVs. They got you.
But could you imagine TV saying, "Hi, Michael, great to see"? Like, you know what I'm saying? The TV didn't have the kind of power. TV was just TV and it went off.
Yeah,
now
went to the next level.
They study it. They study how to keep you on. Y'all saw them documentaries and all that about social network. They call it the bliss point in food. My students said they know what the bliss point was. Meanwhile, they're the main people eating junk food. The bliss point is the perfect balance of salt and sugar that makes you keep eating a product. It's not too sweet. It's not too sour. It's just enough. They call it the bliss point. They do all these clinical trials and let people like Lay's can't eat just one. That's because they figured out what's the perfect point, the skill shot like pinball, to make sure that once you grab it, you're not just going to scroll. Whoever scroll one time and put the phone down. They study this stuff and make sure that they can get us, right? Especially according to what we like. So they customize it for each person.
Some of the people that they got in the beginning of social media were people who helped build casinos. The philosophy of the casinos, the people who established the atmosphere in casinos.
No windows.
That's why the lighting and
no
all
clocks.
that, no clocks.
No
That's
clocks,
why
no windows.
The excitement and thrill of everything is casino-ish. Every app that you get to make money has always got something to. Listen, my GPS, my Waze GPS will say car on side of the road in 2 miles, right? When I press, then it would come up and say, is the car still there? They ask me the question, is it still there? I will hit it and say yes. Do you know it will go boom, boom, and it would say plus 2 points.
Yes, you get
I don't know where the points go.
That dopamine hit, that's what it is, that reward. That keeps you engaged.
Because you're helping other people out, so you get.
But that's what it's doing. What are the everybody likes that dopamine hit because, like, oh, I did something good. I got a reward. It's just a human instinct to like get rewarded, even though it's nothing. It's not a real reward. It's just a noise. But you still, but
you saw plus 2.
But the dopamine hit is real. So what's happening in your body is real, even though what's happening on the screen isn't. So technically,
I was about to buy these dopamine patches that are supposed to be natural, because I was like, damn, if I can get this feeling naturally, it's dopamine patches that they're selling all on social media. I work in the same town I live in.
Going back
and I'm going back.
They talking about going back for her phone. Miss Clark said, no, she left the phone before she just left it. You forget your phone, you made a mistake, you couldn't find it.
You know, my phone never charges fully at the job.
What do you mean never? Because you got to leave it plugged in, right? Did he freeze? He was saying his phone never charged fully at work.
No, I was thinking probably because he's on it sometimes, or every chance he gets on a break or something.
The best way to do it is power your phone off and plug it in. It's going to charge a whole lot faster. I ain't turning my phone off. Power the phone off.
I'm addicted. Well, I can't do that with the kids. So I tell my kids all the time, like, always pick up the phone, make sure it's not an emergency.
I have to get a new computer, y'all, because this thing is just.
We got 2 Mike Sean's. All right.
Yeah,
the Matrix. Somebody gonna log on and be like, I knew this was AI. I knew they wasn't real people.
All right, I'm out of here, y'all. We gotta go. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Kamaru will be on here. Financial Rebel will be on here.
Hey, man. Oh, he pulled it down. Let me look. He hated it.
It's all gonna freeze. It's all gonna freeze. We'll close out.
I'm back. All right, we'll be at it tomorrow, y'all. And don't forget the phone fast. Next Wednesday is gonna be the phone fast. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed, it will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life, fight for your happiness. Never let anything or anyone take it from you. From Michael Sean, J Black, Fearless, Sexy Mo, C Chung, Amani. Bonnie's on tomorrow, and Kamari's on tomorrow. So we got a busy show. We'll get at it next Wednesday. Phone fast. Let's see who can do it. Phone fast. We gone.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth